All right, it's that time. What's up, guys? Welcome to the late night Pokemon card live stream. My stomach's all full. I had a late night dinner. All right, let's see. All right, okay. What's up, guys? Inferno X is here. It's too spicy. We had a really busy daytime stream. Let's jump over here. It was super busy. Let's see. What should tonight's title be? Let me close this. Let me grab this. Let me go ahead and pause this. Who's here? Alex is here. Mr. Collector Closet is here. Hello, Alex. Hello, Collector Closet. How are you fine gentlemen tonight? How's life going? Save on that. I'm exhausted, man. I'm overworked. I actually feel overworked. But we are going to get it done. Let's see. Let me hit this real fast. I was sick last night. I feel better. You feel better? That's so nice. But let's see. Japanese. Let's see. What is this called again? Inferno or something? Okay. So we have Mega Inferno. Whoa. Wow. So I just worked out a deal for some more Mega Inferno. We're going to have more of it, okay? And so we're going to have a slightly different price on the Mega Inferno. It's going to be 6.5. That is because I worked out a deal for more product, a little bit cheaper. Okay, that brings it down to 195. And then what is that times 12? Times 12. Oops. Times 0.1 minus this number. All right, so again, a little bit cheaper if you buy the whole case. We have a whole case for sale. That's right, you can buy a whole case of Inferno now. Inferno, a little bit cheaper, everybody. Inferno X. Inferno X, let's say new breaks. Inferno X, new breaks. And I don't know, what else? What else is interesting? Magic the Gathering, Spiderman, Weiss Marvel 3. We got a lot of stuff, actually. It's been a fun week. Lots of sales. We've been busy as hell. Close this out. I see how it is, Mr. Don't want to say hey to me. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Cody? What the hell? What are all these emails? All right. Oh, Miss Alicia Brown has an order from the daytime stream. And Mr. Jonas Gordon has an incomplete order as well. So that is where we shall pick up. Is Jonas Gordon here? I don't think he is. Did we ping the Discord server? We grab this. I'm sure Alex pinged. All right, it says live. It says Mr. Alex pinged. Very good. And now we're jumping over here. We're going to hit paste. Boink. Hi, no, you're a towel, says Cody Hodges. Oh, man, what a busy freaking day, dude. I need like a break for sure. My head's swimming. You ever work so much and then you just don't feel like you got much brain power left? I feel like that right now, man. I'm working a ton. In the daytime, we sold a bunch of the Inferno X. Now, Inferno X is a little bit cheaper. Go check out the new price, $6.50. I got a cheaper price on it now. Oh, look at this. So pretty. So now you can buy more of it. You can try to snipe that Charizard. I've seen the Charizard. It's very pretty. So we've got new breaks. However, we only have 8 people in here at the start of the stream. That's a bit of a slow start. Staff, lightning. There we go. There we go. All right. Pokemon live streaming is so crowded these days. There's a bazillion people streaming, man. All right. Oh, did you guys get a ping that I was live? You know what? I bet you no one's getting any pings. I bet you no one's getting any pings. You know why? Because I posted an extra piece of content today. That is a problem, man. I stream twice. You're only allowed 3 pings a day. Did you know that? You're only allowed 3. I got a notification from YouTube. You'd be wrong, and you'd lose money. I got a ping. Oh, okay, good. So, Jonas, I'd like to see him here. We've got the Scarlet box. You think we should open the Scarlet box right away? Maybe we give it a little bit of time, huh? What do you think? We give that some time? My goal is to start listing items on eBay. We have our friend Mr. Sean is ready to start listing items on eBay. We need to start listing like 100 items on eBay. We need to really get into it. That is the new thing. Look at this Bowser. He's so great. The thing we did in the past. So my policy on slabs is about to change. We're about to become a different kind of card shop with an influx of 500 slabs per month just from tag grading, meaning I'm still going to get my usual PSA submissions in. We might be looking at bringing in a whole nother number of slabs. There's only one way to make that happen, and that is to expand to eBay. I'm an eBay guy now. So we're going to start listing things on eBay. You're going to want to know my eBay account. Ooh, look at all that. Wow, those are pretty nice. We, of course, are going to show everything for sale on the table. So you can find plenty of slabs on the table for purchase. And what we'll try to do, we'll try to focus the highest quality slabs of all strictly onto the table, because we want this table to be popping with the best stuff. But from now on, you're going to see cards that are like PSA 9 garbage. You're going to see them posted onto eBay some way or another, or just stuff that I predict is very low demand, very slow to sell. You're going to see that going to eBay these days. That is the future of the Cardconomist business. It's not like we're going to shift our sales only onto eBay. It's more like we're going to have all the same table sales as before, plus all these eBay sales. So basically, it's an expansion. I don't know how it's going to go. I hope it goes really well. If you don't change something, you're going to be flooded with slabs. That's not exactly a bad thing. I get flooded with booster boxes, right? So it's not exactly a bad thing. But my strategy in the past has been sort of to scrape through nice and slow. I grade a little bit here. I grade a little bit there. Then I work the slabs over on the table over and over and over again. That has been my past strategy. We don't want that strategy anymore. We're going to be all about cheap slabs pretty soon. Like these $40 slabs right in front of you. Now the goal is to get rid of them. The goal now is to get rid of them. We don't want them anymore. We got to get these moved on to a new home. And that's good for you guys. So higher volume, lower price. That's the goal, everybody. What do you think of that? That also, you know, what we really need is a larger audience of people who are checking those slabs. But it doesn't matter. We're going to have them on eBay. eBay is a larger audience by default. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about as far as organizing them. Oh, yeah. So I got this shelf over here. Well, I don't know. I might be able to do it right here on my right side. I don't know. Yeah, maybe if I get a bunch of these Yu-Gi-Oh boxes together. I love these Yu-Gi-Oh boxes. I think I can fit 4 of them on this shelf. But then I gotta put the Pokemon cards somewhere. I don't know where I'd put them. Yeah, this whole area could use a reorganization. And I think we could have all the slabs here. We could alphabetize them A, B, C, D, E, F, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Something like that. I don't know. But we're going to be servicing you guys some cheap slabs. Like, see this Drowsy? So normally, the way I would think of this Drowsy is, wow, he's pop 2. He's rare. We better maximize the value we get on this slab. I'm a campy seller. I'm just going to wait it out, find the right buyer. Not anymore. We don't care about the right buyer anymore. This guy's got to go. And that's a better deal for you guys. So we're increasing our inventory size and increasing our sales and good prices. We want you guys to run into good prices. The other thing I've been thinking about color coding slabs. So when they originally returned from a grading company, maybe they should all be in black ink. And then if they rotate and don't sell in the first month, maybe they should enter into a different color of ink so I can study how long they've hung around. All right. Mister, I'm scared there's no more poker decks being posted. Did you guys hear that? Did you hear what he said? He said there's no more Pokemon poker decks being posted. Now, that's not true. I saw one get posted, but they're more expensive now. And Mr. Shop Japan, right? That's what you're talking about. He's not posting any at all. By the way, I bet you I know why, Mr. Urital. It's because he found out you can grade them. Did you notice that? That guy's grading them. He's grading cards. So there was a source on eBay that was a good source for poker cards, and he's all dried up. He doesn't get them anymore. But that's the thing about all of the vintage product. It's all finite. All of it is. And so, you know, the goal isn't to process all of it. The goal is to hold some of it unprocessed and to test the waters and see how it changes over time. But he's right. So Mr. Know Your Towel saying there's no more of those Pokemon poker cards coming up for sale ungraded in a nice sealed, fresh poker box anymore, guys. What do you think that means? That means there's going to be a bit of lag, but pretty soon there's going to be no more of those poker cards being listed up for sale by fresh guys who just want a quick flip. You're not going to see that anymore. And then I think as a vintage card, they're going to start rising. And that's why I held on to some of them. It's because you got to hold on to some of them. This Drowsy's got to go. That's my new policy on slabs. It's got to go. You're going to find better prices on slabs, guys. He's got to go. He's just 30 bucks. We got to make a little bit of money anyways. And we got to get ready to grade lots of cards. We're going to be grading 500. Just tag. Nothing else. Just tag 500. And then probably like, besides the tag, probably about a 250 PSA. I do about, that's my normal number. I do about 250 PSA slabs per month. But then I'll usually do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know, a little bit of BGS, a little bit of CGC. Used to be a little bit of tag. Now it's going to be a lot of tag. So we have a big increase in the card grading. Miss Alicia Brown, 2 spots in the Mega Evolutions box. Let's take care of her. So this box break, you will want to jump into this, guys. The Mega Evolutions box has significantly increased in price. Oh, speaking of which, that means our menu price has changed too, right? So let's go over there. So Mega Evolutions is probably not going to be a $12 pack anymore. Let me just see. Mega Evolutions. So it is unfortunate, but Mega Evolutions has just gotten really expensive to restock already. I need to get direct distribution. I don't have it if you didn't know that about me. All right, hold on. I'll look up the absolute cheapest we want to make it for you guys. Well, the absolute cheapest is like $12.50. That's about as cheap as I'd like to go. So it's going to be 12.5 from now on, okay? 12.5. We don't even have it for sale yet. Prices have risen. What do you think of that? Prices have risen on Mega Evolution. Pretty incredible. Do a box battle on the Inferno X, says Team Rocket Grunt. We do have a box battle on Scarlet, and we have a box battle on Astral Radiance. But Inferno X, I don't think we're doing that. Inferno X is available to be purchased as a box. It is? All right. So this is Alicia Brown. I have to think about my strategy and policy for that. Boxes get turned into breaks at other times. Let me think about it for a second. Let me think about it for a second, okay? I mean, maybe if it was, well, let me see. Can I keep my box sealed, mister? You can buy a sealed box. I don't mind. I would be interested in box break on Inferno X if it was a 1 in 6 break. 1 in 6. So if you really wanted to do 1 in 6, we could do that. After that, I don't want it. We are. Because if we enter that break onto the table, it competes with all the breaks. We are. So we don't want to cannibalize our own breaks. It's an interesting problem, isn't it? Open, open, open. I mean, it is what people want to open. Give the people what they want. I meant the one I already won. Oh, yeah. What did you win? Oh, the Mega Evolution? Yeah, you can keep that. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, you can do that. I don't mind. Let's just write that down. Just so I don't make a stupid mistake and open it like a dummy. I don't think I would have done that, though. With these, I always wait for people to actually arrive for those. Okay. Good. Ooh. Oh, wait. This goes back here. Welcome, guys. How are you? This is the Monday nighttime stream. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. I hate Mondays. So what do we have? We took care of Alicia Brown. She's got her 2 spots in the Mega Evolution box break. Thank you, Miss Alicia. Is Jonas here? Is Jonas here? I don't think he is. Who's the other guy? The other guy is Isaac Thomas. Is Isaac Thomas here? If neither of them are here, I don't think I'm going to open that yet. So now we've got Ivan Rodriguez, CGC9, Blue Slab. That's this one. So he just got this beautiful Glalie from 2013 Plasma Blast. Not bad. Are we permanent on vertical streams now? Haven't been around for a while. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? Ivan Rodriguez. The vertical streams really heavily outperform the horizontal streams. So for a little while, it's going to be vertical. Now, it could swap back to horizontal easily. All that has to happen is YouTube has to hand out actual reward for streaming in horizontal. They reward you for vertical. They don't really reward you for horizontal. Here's Mew. They don't make you discoverable. I don't know why they do it that way. I don't know their rules. I don't know how their algorithm works, but we are being discovered. We got so many subscribes. Speaking of which, so many subscribes. Let's go take a look and see what our subscribes are at. When I swapped over to vertical, our subscribe count jumped. It actually leapt. Look at that. We're at 99,087 subscribers. We're almost at 99.1, guys. We're almost at 99.1. We just started that road to 100,000. The last strip, the last 1,000. So exciting. But that number really did explode the moment we started doing vertical streams. And so, yeah, YouTube just wants what it wants. I don't know, man. I don't know. I prefer the horizontal ones. Okay, Ivan Rodriguez is taken care of. Thank you, Ivan. Hathim, 3 of the Marvel 3s and 3 Korean rockets. Hey, what's up, Hathim? We're going to get you 3 of these. Oh, I know what we need to work on. We need a new jumbo pack break ASAP. 1, 2, 3. There we are. All right. 100K around the corner. We really are. We're really close. It is so close, man. We worked so hard for this moment. We are really close to 100K, everybody. All right. We posted so many shorts. I actually posted a short today, and it was a short about Snorlax. And it talked about how Snorlax had jumped from $3,000 to $24,000. Isn't that wild? Snorlax. And so it's been a wild ride. The Pokemon ride has been a wild ride. I'm a very lucky person this day. You have to look at me that way. I'm very lucky with the Pokemon. I'm sure I'll get unlucky in some other way, though, so it'll even out. Here we are. Ooh. I'll probably get, like, cancer or something. I was listening to an article where studies are showing cancer is on a significant rise. Gee, I wonder why. We're all out of shape. Nobody goes outside anymore. No one gets any sunlight. Everybody's drinking soda pop. We were talking a little bit about that in our Discord server. Socialism, healthcare, free stuff. We're talking a little bit about how part of the problem is really just that everyone's more sick than they used to be. Think of the 1970s. You ever seen those films from like 1970s? Like on a beach? Everyone's super fit, healthy looking. Now everyone's like sick. They got like this disease, that disease, you know. We're like the sickly Victorian children. That's why I tell Karis all the time. We're sickly Victorian children. Look at that. Them. Beautiful. All right. Vapes killing my lungs. I know it. Yeah, vapes, whatever it is. We got vapes. All right. We got weed vapes now. Actually, I got Karis a weed vape. She wanted a weed vape. She doesn't smoke it very often. Here it is. She took a puff of it for fun. Radiation. Sure. Could be radiation. We got more radiation than before, presumably. Soon it'll be one since I stopped eating fast food and I get full after every meal. Nice. I was eating healthier. I'm eating kind of normal again. Like, what did we had Taco Bell tonight, actually. Funny enough, we had Taco Bell tonight. What did you guys have? I had Taco Bell. I had a chicken burrito, 2 crunchy tacos, and a chili cheese burrito. That was my old roommate, Dave. That was his favorite item on the Taco Bell menu, and I wanted to see what it tasted like. It was gross. It's really horrible. It's kind of like a punishment. They take your money, and then they give you heartburn. It's really insane. But that was his favorite food item. And I remember being like 18 and we'd go to Taco Bell together. And I missed that. And I wanted to know what it tasted like again because it's back on the menu for a little while. It was interesting. Don't eat it, mister. I know. We're going to eat healthier tomorrow. We are. I agree. You will not find me disagreeing with that. It's unhealthy. Bad for you. Baseball Mint says, gross. Dude, it gave me heartburn like crazy. How did people ever eat that item? Must be really unhealthy. All right, so here is Slowbro. Here is Zelda. Here is Ganondorf. This Slowbro, huh? All right, let's get this. So we have a guy who's going to start listing our eBay listings. Mr. Sean is. We are. Cell splitting and turning towards each other. Something, I don't know, dude. Your DNA gets damaged, right? From inflammation or illness or something. I don't know. It's not good. Zoom in. Wait, is this camera dirty? Chili cheese burrito from Taco Bell? That sounds like the worst of the worst. It's gonna come out the way it went in. I don't know. I don't always get like terrible bowel movements after Taco Bell. Do you guys get diarrhea from Taco Bell? That's like a Taco Bell stereotype. You know what I think actually causes that, right? Well, when people eat at Taco Bell, when people eat at Taco Bell, they usually get a bunch of Mountain Dew. Here we go. Now I think it's people eating like a bunch of nacho cheese, mix that with beans, because a lot of the product has beans in it. So you get tortilla, beans, nacho cheese, and then a whole bunch of caffeinated Mountain Dew. That'll make you sick. The chili cheese bean burrito, that gave me heartburn. It was like too much sauce or something. I don't know what it is. So we'll set the price to $150 on this. All right. Yeah, the Baja Blast or whatever it is. Yeah, people are chugging these huge Mountain Dew. Exactly. I've had a lot of Taco Bell as a kid and never had Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew, but I don't drink it so much. I used to drink it a ton, dude. I loved Mountain Dew when I was like 18. Actually, I didn't drink soda until I left home. It was virtually banned in our family, not a drop of it. And then I got a job at Target, and everyone in the workroom, the break room, every single person had a drink other than water. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. And I was like, oh, snap, this stuff's good. So, and then I got a job working for Coca-Cola. At that point, you become a soda, soda connoisseur. Coca-Cola gives you like free soda. Really bad. So, yeah, and then you get the cheap soda, and then it's like, oh, I can just drink diet soda. It's fine. I'll just drink diet. I feel offended by that Taco Bell. You're targeting me. Nacho cheese. Fizzy sugar drink. Pop Eyes released a Hot Ones collab. What? A hot one? All right, let's see what we got. Mr. Team Rocket Grunt says, let me get 2 spots in the new Mega Box Battle. Yes, so this one's actually really good, huh? It's kind of underpriced in my opinion. Based off the latest pricings on Mega Evolutions. There it is. 6 spots left in the Mega Evolutions pre-order box break. Probably going to arrive tomorrow. That's what the schedule said. Thank you so much. Team Rocket Grunt hit them. 5 Mega Brave. Mega Brave. More like Mega Knave. There we go. Right? Knights and Knaves. Did you guys ever do that? Knights and Knaves. 3, 4, 5. There we go. All right. Coffee is one. I've never had a clue why people drink that dirt. It can taste good. Coffee can be good. A little bit of cream, not too much, just a little bit of cream, a little bit of sweetener. It has an earthy tone to it. It's kind of like tea, really. Coffee, tea. Very similar. Coffee is amazing. I drink it black. I've always been an espresso drinker. Cappuccino, if I'm feeling decadent. We are. Ooh. Oh. Coffee's okay. I don't drink it all the time. I'm not a daily coffee drinker. Here we are. All right. Karis loves coffee. She drinks that probably every day. She's got multiple ways to make coffee. She's got pre-made coffee in the fridge. She's got instant coffee, just pour it in the coffee cup. So she really likes it. I'll just have it on occasion. I don't like it that much. Ta-da! All right. Hathim with the juice bottle. You got Powerade. Doesn't that look like Coca-Cola's Powerade? It looks exactly like it. Okay. Cool. Suicune. Look at that Suicune. Wario. That's a gym break Wario. Let's take a quick look at this Suicune real fast. Why does this music sound slowed down? PSA 10, Suicune. Oops. 2, 4, 5. Oh, well, there's a Suicune that's much cheaper. That's why this one's not selling. Somebody listed one of these Suicunes for just $100. $98, $99 plus shipping. So their price is $99 in shipping. So we got to beat that. I mean, that's what we do. We beat prices, especially on eBay. We're all about that, actually. Peanuts. Yeah, that's right. Peanuts. Mr. Thoughts on Trump announcing peace deal with Israel and Gaza? I heard that. I didn't really read into it too much. It's almost kind of boring, doesn't it seem kind of boring? Like, oh, man, peace. That's not as exciting as war. But no, really, it is kind of boring because you think, will it even work? You know, you immediately doubt it. You hear it and you go, that sounds nice, but is it going to work? We'll see. If there's a peace deal, it'd be interesting. If all the hostages are given up, I say America and Israel have to go full in on peace. They have no excuse at that point. You have to go all the way in on peace. All right, so there's a $100 Suicune on eBay. Our price right now, $90. Actually, at that price, I might as well consider that for the live customs. A Suicune in the live customs makes perfect sense. Yeah, I mean, if the hostages, if the bodies and whoever is still alive are returned, I believe they're waiting for 48 people. If they're returned in full, you have to do it. You have to go complete full peace. Or else it's going to look real bad. You have no excuse at that point. All right, we got Yugi Tao. He says, 2 Infernos. You got it. 2 Infernos. That's all for headlines to avoid the obvious corruption running rampant in our society. Well, that wasn't the only story today. Another thing that came up that I thought was actually really interesting. Trump wants to do a 100% tariff on movies that used to be made in America, but are now getting exported to be made in Canada, Italy, and the UK. So America's famous for its movies, right? We have famous Hollywood. We're famous for it. And other countries have offered these really sexy tax incentives. Hey, stop making that movie in California. Come make it over here. We'll let you make it with no taxes. And so the Hollywood studios are going, well, we can either pay exorbitant taxes here in California, or we can go have a nice vacation in Italy. Gee, I wonder what we should do. So they're making them over there, and what that really means is Americans who used to have jobs working in American film studios, they're all fired, and people are getting jobs in Italy making our movies that then get brought back into America. And so Trump's saying, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to do a tariff on that. And if he goes through with that tariff, I think that would instantly open the studios in America again, which I guess I support that. It actually seems like, of all the things you could export out of your country to have other people work on, it seems like high-end art is the one thing you should not be getting rid of. Doesn't it seem that way? Like, people always have a great argument like, oh, well, the reason cell phones have to be made in China is because they're better at it. They have better equipment for it. They have all the machines. It's like, all right. But what's the argument for making high art not in America? And so that one's really annoying to me. It's sort of like, come on, dude. There. All right, I'm looking for your bag, Mr. Yugi Tao. It doesn't make any sense. Those jobs should be for Americans. also, if you were to look up who consumes all those movies, it is Americans. Like, it's not even close. Like, when you look up the top 10 countries that watch American-made movies, number one's America with 9 billion. And the first European country on that list is the UK in spot number 5. And it's just 1 billion. So it's kind of scary. It's this job that totally doesn't have to be exported at all for a product that gets completely consumed here in America. How ridiculous. Like, man, it never should have left. Anyways, so it's a very fascinating story to me. Here's a them 4 more Mega Braves. Let's see what you guys are saying. Have you heard of the Carcass Pokemon weekly cards? I have not. Oh, Carddass? I haven't heard of the weekly cards, but I have heard of Carddass, yes. Let's see. Mr. What if all the hostages are dead? Dead. That's possible. Maybe that's why they didn't want to return them, because they've already died. Who knows? It's possible they're dead. I don't know. It'll be really sad to think about. Just imagine you're at a music festival, dancing, hanging out with your young friends. Then some dudes like zip line in on some parachute planes. You know, they get those special, whatever those are called. They come in with some machine guns. They come in with a couple trucks, start shooting everyone to death. You're ripped away from your friends, tossed in the back of a car, and all hell's about to begin for you for the next 2 years. Really horrible. Really horrible. It's weird that we don't talk about how insane that is. Like, it's really horrible. And those hostages should have been returned quite quickly is what should have happened. A long time ago, they should have been returned. There it is. I believe that has been the root of the war, has been holding those hostages. You have to give those back. Okay, you ready? Mr. Thim, how preposterous it is that somebody can come capture your people, toss them in the back of the van, and then disappear and be like, yeah, we're going to torture them and you'll give us what we want. It's like, I don't think that's how it's going to end. America wouldn't tolerate that for 1 second. Could you imagine that happening? Could you imagine we have like a neighbor? I guess it would be Mexico, but Mexico obviously is not doing anything like this. But imagine Mexico's government parachutes into California, kills a bunch of people in a music festival, kidnaps a whole bunch of them and drags them back into Mexico. Could you imagine? We're just like, you keep them. We don't care. They're just 48 people. Anyways, you know, so it's a pretty serious thing. And it's at the root of the problem. And so they have to give them back up. That's just how it has to be. I mean, that is the way to peace. It has to happen. Let's see. Okay, for science, I just DoorDashed a chili cheese burrito. I will review it for you. You're going to try the chili cheese burrito? I'm sorry I made you interested in it. Member for 29 months, been watching for much longer. Oh, very cool, man. Everyone I meet with a British accent gets to hear me mock Harry Potter and imitate him saying platform 9 3/4. Did you see my message? It's going to be here in 11 minutes. I'll review it. Mexico would be toast. Yeah, I mean, Americans would just get really angry and we'd be like, get those hostages back. And that no one would judge us for it even, probably. People would be like, well, you know. And so at the heart of it, it's the hostages. That is the heart of the problem, is hostages. Just let them out. It could all probably come to an end pretty fast at that point. But I can't imagine there being a peace deal without them. It is the heart of the problem. Look at this beautiful Hello Kitty. You think Hello Kitty should be a break? I think Hello Kitty ought to be a break. We do a lot of breaks on this table. Let's have a Hello Kitty break. I have 5 minutes left to double dash. Should I add some Tums from Walgreens? You might want to add Tums from Walgreens. There. If they were Democrats, Trump would not care. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. It's a funny thought. We're not united in our country the way the Jewish people are united in their country. They have like a cause, you know. They have like a belief in themselves and each other. We certainly don't have that in America. In America, we have sort of like a, you're on your own. Actually, it's almost worse than that. We have like a, I don't even like you. I'm glad you're hurt. So we have that kind of situation over here. It's not good. We shouldn't be that way, guys. We need to be more like a family and less like enemies. I don't know how you pull it off. I think that people have to stop cussing each other out and start being nicer to each other. How do you get that started? How do you get that started? Okay, HK for Hello Kitty. Mister should whistle the Pokemon theme. What? More like United States. We need a name change. Ooh, look at that. So, Black Label Hello Kitty is up for break. Oops. We'll have to make a video about this soon. Mr. John Wilson's here. Hello, John Wilson. Nice of you guys to join. It's nice of all you guys to join. We have 60 viewers, 24 likes. We're 35 minutes in. What's today? It's a Monday. Yeah, it's a crowded streaming market these days, man. It's crowded as heck. We are Monday. Who doesn't love Mondays? Jump over here. Citizens are like siblings. We are the only ones allowed to make fun of each other. Maybe a little bit. We are. You know, I think there were things that traditionally brought people together as a country, and maybe we are lacking sort of like some sort of activity that would cause us to come together as a country. Who knows what would be the right thing to make it all work. That Gengar's nice. Is he really $52 though, I'm wondering? Maybe that's why he hasn't sold, because usually that Gengar does sell a little faster. Let's take a quick look. PSA 10. Gengar 047. There we go. All right, don't buy him. So crazy enough, that exact Gengar is now selling for over $100. That's on September 28th, Japanese Wild Force Gengar. He's been steadily going up. Wow. Wild Force Gengar, now $100. What? That's crazy. Kind of hard for a country that's been invaded by other countries to get along or agree on the same things. Yeah, I agree, man. It's tough. It is tough. It is tough. We got to play it by ear and make the smartest choices from where we're at. Can't be too much grudge holding. Grudge holding won't work. You just got to look at the chessboard and make your very smartest move all the time. We are. Grudges aren't going to help. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Is there any Pokemon Slab gym breaks active right now? Well, we can get another one of these boxes out if you'd like. So you can jump in here. This is a gym break for $45. We can start a fresh one. The other gym break we had is for a Wario Slab. It is gym break. Wario. Wario. I have heartburn just looking at the picture of this thing, says Baseball Mitts. Yeah, you'll taste it. It has like a sharp, tomatoey, chili flavor, and it's got that classic heartburn flavor. So I ate it and I had heartburn. I was like coughing for like an hour because I was too lazy to get a cough drop or whatever it's called. One of those Tums. Oh, this is a chase card now. So you saw the sold postings for this card. He has sold for $100 now. That's great. Wish I hadn't sold so many of them. I sold a bunch of them at $50. It's funny that nobody was buying this. The price was literally half the price it should have been. Nobody had bothered to look. Okay, cool. So we got a new chase card in the Poke Shuffles, the very popular Poke Shuffles. What magic card were you going to show me? Oh, yeah, I never showed you that. I've got a couple of them. I think I have two. I have two or I have one. Is it in here? Let's see if it's in here. Flareon. Some blasty boys. Aha! Magikarp. That is a super, super low pop Magikarp. There we go. You are looking at a Magikarp that very few men own. Oh, baby. Now it says pop 2, and I think I own 2 of them, so I think it's actually pop 3 or 4 by now. I'm not sure. Very cool, right? All right, now we've got Mr. Thim, 4 Mega Brave, 3 Marvels. Where would we be without Hathim? We gotta have Hathim, man. All right. That's 2018. So that puts him kind of at the beginning of Sun and Moon and the end of the XY era. That's his age. And he appears to be a Bandai Namco card. All right, let me go grab some of this. Oh yeah. We need to get a jumbo pack break ready, don't we? So I have more of these quest cards somewhere. Where did I put the rest of those quest cards? I don't know where those went. All right. A TCC sampler? We are. What the hell is the DoorDasher doing? They're driving in circles on the map. We are. DoorDashers, they got a tough job. We are. Okay. President Carter was great at that, bringing people together through music, food, and camaraderie. Carter. Which one? Jimmy Carter? Wasn't Jimmy the one that created, hold on. He's a nice and soft-spoken guy. Let's see. Mr. Carter. Well, I don't want to research Carter all day. Let me go ahead and put this over here. Very nice. The order was only like $9. I added $20. You added $20? That's too much. So 4 Mega Brave, 3 Marvels. Here you are. Oh, very nice. My roommate never tips. I don't understand it. Your roommate doesn't tip anything to the DoorDash driver? That's dangerous. Couldn't be me. I'd just go get my own stuff at that point. No tip for the DoorDash driver, really. There you go. And it still gets delivered. It doesn't make any sense. Why would anyone take that order? Okay, there we go. His wife, Killary. Okay, you ready? Here's... Oh, Absol. Tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. Tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. There you go. Cold. Cold. Do. The hook. Thor. I'm a food service worker. I need help. The hot guy. Nah, $0 DoorDash tip. That doesn't make any sense. $0. Nah, dude. Dashers are scheduled in blocks. They don't really have a choice. Yikes, dude. I'd be worried that someone's spitting in your food. There you go. All right, lovely. Mr. Hathim. You're going to get mistreated one day, man. Good. So how about this fish? Let's see if there's a fish up here. Give me a second here. We're going to see if there's a fish on eBay. You ready? It's a nice Magikarp. Oops. We're going to say Magikarp Quest. All right, there is one Magikarp quest for $3.90. So I am open-minded to selling one of the Magikarps because I actually have 2 of them now. I have 2 Magikarps. Why did I put them in there like that? Tossing that up there. That Magikarp isn't doing much for me. First one ever. He's a cool card. Oops, let me grab this. The way I look at it is when I collect cards, there are niche cards, right? I always pick up the niche ones. I really do. And that's because when a card is strange and a card is really low pop, it becomes very easy for a card like that to suddenly jump. Like back when I was buying all of the reverse holo rares from the EX era, they really weren't worth much. And it seemed like nobody wanted them. Now they're all like times 10. But you're really not supposed to just buy that just because you look at it and go, oh, I wonder if this goes up or I wonder if this goes down. It's a card that, I bet it's pop 4 or something by now. It's simply a card that looks interesting. And there is a point in life, let's say you're a Magikarp collector, there is a point in life where you have all the important Magikarps. The only ones left to collect are the odd ones. Well, here it is. You have this strange opportunity to snatch one. We are. Let me hit refresh on this. Okay. Let's see. All right. You should put a nice baseball card under the mat, a top loader, and tell the dasher. There we go. All right. Whew, one spot in the kitty break. You got it. So we have a black label break going on right here, guys. Okay, cool. It's a 6-person break. Not a very large one. Very good. All right. Hitting refresh. Door Dashers should at least get a good Pokemon card as a tip if you don't have any cash to give them. It's Rain Brian. What's up, Rain Brian? How's it going? Javier Arroyo's here. He wants 4 Infernos. Oh, yeah. We got it, man. 4 Infernos. The Infernos are a little cheaper now today in the nighttime stream than they were in the daytime stream. So they're about 50 cents a pack cheaper. We're doing $6.50 a pack. There we go. It's about as cheap as I can get it. There we are. I made a deal to buy more today, and they were a little bit cheaper when I bought them. But these older packs were from a time period where they cost more, unfortunately. Buying cards is really confusing because it's like you'd like to time it when they're cheapest. I tend to use a strategy where I buy a little bit, then a little bit more, and then a little bit after launch. And I tend to get kind of an average price, I feel. All right, those 4 packs led to 2 holos. Very nice. I'll give that one to my daughter if I win. She has a Hello Kitty backpack. Oh, that's so nice. It is. Ooh. Let's see. Huh, did you need a new bag? I want a black label. Oh, you've got a bag. It's very thin. There you go. Your bag is so thin, it doesn't weigh anything. Ba-doink. All right, very nice. Good. Let's go ahead and rotate these real fast. We got Pillow Swine for 70 bucks. That's a free card. Let's get this free card going, guys. I'm going to head over to Nightbot and get it all set up. Everyone should have a black label. They just feel premium. They really do. Okay, keyword free. So type free into the chat and you can have this free card. Ah, this beautiful Arcanine. Let's get Light Pillow Swine a picture. Okay. Hey, what's up, Isaac? He says, is Jonas here? I don't think he is, but you're here, so we might have it go off now. Okay. All right. I just want one for now and keep on adding. That slab's going away. Goodbye, slab. How about this RK9? What can we learn about that? I love that Arcanine artwork. An extremely rare Arcanine, by the way. Arcanine Tora Karuta. None for sale. Let me see if one was sold recently, perhaps. No. Okay, so I guess what'll happen is I'm going to list this for sale on eBay with the made-up price. Actually, what'll happen if I type in PSA Pokemon Tora Karuta? Will it come up with anything? Yeah, here we are. Wow, they're really expensive. There's one for $400 and one for $1,000. The Meowth. They want $1,000 on Meowth. That's nuts. All right, well, let's get this guy listed. If you ever decide you want this card and you see it up on eBay, come talk to me and we'll make a sale to you. Okay, you ready? Okay. All right. We'll make that price $200. Okay. Sassy little Arcanine. Hey, how's it going, Miss Jody? That's going off to eBay, Feebay. Excuse me. Got that heartburn. I wasn't joking. I really do. Now, we're going to hit refresh. I'm going to turn my brain off now for a few more hours. I have a lot to do today. You got a lot to do. What? So we have nobody in line. Here we have celery. Let's go ahead and plug in this phone. We have a new Hello Kitty break, guys. There we go. Plug that in. Actually, forgot to tick this up by 1. There it is, 1. What are we working on now? October pricing on all the slabs. That's the new goal. Actually, what we ought to work on, we ought to get... we didn't already put slabs down here, did we? No? Good. So what we ought to work on is the commission slabs real fast. The commission slabs. So let's go back in. We're going to start working on the October commission slabs. Okay, where are my commission slabs? Here it is. We're going to duplicate. We're going to say consign October. Okay, so what happens now? It all gets a new price. That's what happens. Delete. Let me get that free card. Heck yeah, man. I'm going to close this up. Okay, cool. So if you go into our Discord server, you'll see the All Slabs channel is empty and the Consignment channel is empty. You'll see that. And that is because they have been reassigned to October. How nice. And so now it's a great time period because you guys get to see these bad boys again. You get to see these consignment slabs, and maybe we lower them in price a little bit. I don't know if the people who are selling them really want me to, but I might try to lower them a little bit. None of these have sold. I think when cards haven't sold, you should consider lowering them, unless it's like some truly unique gem, you know, Holy Grail card, then you don't do that. You're a bit more careful with those. Okay, it gets worse a few bites in. It burns the back of the throat. You know what they say. 60% of the time, it works every time. That doesn't make sense. Burns the back of the throat. Burns the nostrils. Got it from the Dollar Tree pack. Dollar Tree isn't $1 anymore. Very nice. Very nice. Yep, couple sprays of this, and she'll be doing the no pants dance. Let's see. I don't think those are the lines. I can't remember the lines. So, let's see. Let's get started. We've got all these beautiful consignment. Here's an Anthony Kalura Wild Berry Princess. Now, this is a unique slab because I'm pretty sure there's none on the internet to compare it to. And we're going to drop this to 55. We're going to say 10.25 because it's a month older now. We've got this Marowak. That's also an Anthony Kalura card, and this has not sold yet. Got to put the whole thing in like Bonnie Blue. What are you saying? I was going to say CGC 10 Marowak. Uh-huh. Yeah. How about PSA? Oh, wait, here's one. $100. So there's one for $100, but it has not sold. And this one has not sold for multiple months. I say we lower it. Our price now beats the cheapest buy now. Let's make it 90. Making a unilateral decision here to lower it a little bit. Some of these consignment slabs have been stuck here for a little while, right? Here is $200. This is Brett Love. Fall of the Airship. Fall of the Airship hasn't sold either. Mr. Brett. I don't know how he acquired this, but we'll place it at 180. And you know what will happen at 180? Probably still won't sell. You know why? Because nobody buys 9s. Nobody buys PSA 10, PSA 9, tops $180 9s. No one buys that. That's just not a thing that sells. I would know after years and years of selling, nobody buys that. How about a new jumbo pack break? Let's get a new jumbo pack break going, guys. So, of course, for a new jumbo pack break, we need one of these. We also need probably one of these. Okay, and we need one of these for sure. After that, here, let me grab this box over here. Good. Oh, nope, that's the wrong box. This box. I would say, oh yeah, we need a prismatic. Prismatics are good right now, guys. Get some prismatic right now, guys. Prismatic's a good price. I need to open a fresh thing of prismatics, it looks like. There are. Okay. Prismatic going in. Good time for prismatic. Really is. Okay. Let's get one of these. Let's see. We'll get an OP13. That's the latest one-piece set. Okay. Put that away. You need one of these cool Nikke packs. Oh. Ah, here it is. Gundam. Where's my Gundam? You guys should have seen how busy the daytime stream is. We're not as busy right now in the nighttime stream. And maybe part of that is actually because most people were spending their money in the daytime, and now that's over. Here we are. That stream was so busy that I had to move extra fast to keep up with the queue, and then it still got behind. There we go. Gundam. All right, what else was brand new on this menu? Oh yeah, black and white, Crown Zenith. Let's get one of these going. This is super popular, this right here. Opened 16 packs of prismatic 3 days ago and basically got smoked. You got smoked. It's a funny way to put it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely capable of still taking your money. The thing is, it's cheaper now. Cheaper than it's ever been. So now's the time to go after that Umbreon. All right. Let's get some prices on all this stuff and start finding out how much money is left over. There's going to be 2. There's going to be 2. There's going to be 5. There's going to be 5. This is the latest Final Fantasy. This is going to be 2.5. We were selling this today. People liked it. This is going to be 5. This is like 3.5. Okay, one piece cheap. This is going to be 14. This is going to be 3. And this is 6.5 now. So we've made this a little bit cheaper. That's the new Inferno X. No one's pulled Charizard. Here's 72. By the way, if anyone pulls Charizard, we'll open a fresh case immediately. Now let's add these up. Find out what it comes out to. Minister, I watch your videos while I eat. I can't eat now unless you stream. What? That's great. That's fantastic, man. That's great to hear. We are. What could I do to make that watching experience more fun? Mr. Dashing, what would make that more fun? How do I improve it? I bet some of the more enjoyable moments aren't when I'm doing something like this, which is basically a chore. One of the more enjoyable moments is when we're opening something impressive or when we're having a difficult conversation about something controversial. Okay, so this brings us up to 120. We got $40 left to spend on whatever we want. We're gonna put cool stuff in here with the 120. Well, first of all, every round of the Jumbo Pack Break gets a free Digimon. So we're just giving Digimon out for free. And then, oh, there's another item to add to the menu. We got to add a new item. I like to put stuff in here that you can only get in here. That's not on the menu like normal. So like this guy and this guy. Okay, good. Good. I would be happy to improve the stream. Think about what it is to watch. What is it that really gets you? Your chats and rants whilst opening or sorting something is super therapeutic. Easy on the ears after work. We are. That's good to hear, man. I've heard that feedback a lot, that our conversations go a long way. I think that's cool. I think it's cool that, you know, we found this sort of niche sweet spot where you can come in and open cards and still talk about things that are on your mind, like whatever's going on in the news each day. Let's see. It's like a strange fusion of Pokemon and the news, huh? It's definitely a fusion. Here, let's do one of these Carddass Nikkes. That's 2.5. So that's 6.6. That's 2.5. This is like 2. We'll get one of these in here. That's 3. This is 4. Blech. We'll get, oh, I know what we're going to get. We're going to get one of these. Okay, get one of these in. All right. Ooh. You know, my favorite moments are actually when somebody's talking about their real issues in life. Because it's fun sort of talking about what you can do to try to get over maybe like a struggle or explore solutions. There we go. We're at 149. I love it when people come in with something really personal too. It's like you come in and you're like, yeah, so my girlfriend was cheating on me or something like that. It's like, what? Or like it's some extra inappropriate thing. There we go. Let's grab one of these. Let's grab, how about one of these? Get some weird stuff in here. And one of these. So this should take us right over. So this should be more than 160 now, guys. We're at over 160. There it is. Nice. Nice big spread. Of course, most of the value's in the Spiderman pack. That's the new Magic Spiderman pack. It's Spooderman. There we go. Good luck in there, guys. Okay. And we'll go ahead and close that calculator. So the Jumbo Pack Break is back on. Jumbo Pack Break continues to be one of the most jumped into breaks for sure. People jump into that break constantly. They really like that one. Okay. Okay. Well, it's Monday night. 2:19 a.m. We just started. I think it's going to be a little bit slower tonight. I sense it's going to be a little slower. 1 pack of Topps Chrome Metazoo. Maybe it will pick up in about an hour or something. So let's stick around. We are. It's too early to close a stream down, but yeah, weird. Maybe everyone already busted their load in the Monday daytime stream. It's such a different feeling. The Monday daytime stream was like really hopping. It's really alive. There we go. What do we got here? Blood Ruby. Ooh. I'd love to go over all the packs that we have that are not Pokemon. Because, you know, Pokemon's at this, like, all-time high price range. And, of course, people are still going nuts on Pokemon. But it's fun to see what kind of alternatives you can jump into. Because not everything's as hyped up as Pokemon. Like Mr. Mark's opening a little Metazoo here. And it's actually really not that expensive to open for fun. There it goes. Pokemon's crazy expensive, man. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Mark. Let's go ahead and get a refresh on these slabs now. We've got the Energy Search for $14. Here's Koga's Ditto. Here's Halo. So Energy Search did not sell for $14. I don't really want to put this up on eBay. I'm giving this to Ivan Rodriguez for free. All right, so he just gets this because he's Mr. Ivan. Okay. There you go. Pays to be Mr. Ivan today. Oh, yeah, the new staff break for this beautiful Tyranitar staff. Beautiful card. What else we got? The Mega Break, still moving really far. Ah, the Gengar break. I suspect this one here, next time I make a break video, this one here is going to fly, dude, because this price down here, 40 times 19, basically that's the buying price for this card now, meaning it feels like there's no premium on it anymore. Here's Girahim and Bowser Joker, some really interesting cards. Mandela Effect, is it Looney Tunes or Looney Tunes? What are you saying? Okay, here's a little Joker card. We got all these really cool poker cards now. Big fan of those. Okay. Skadoobity booty. Actually, I wonder if that's a good way to do this. We'll place this in here. All right. I don't know what this music is. Isn't that Gengar like 600? I'm pretty sure he's higher than that now. Isn't he like 750? Pretty sure he's like 750 last time I checked. Let me look it up real fast. Okay, hold on. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. He used to be like 600. Master Ball, Gengar. Scoopity booty. Do 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 do. So the most recent one sold for 700. Okay, so that's the most recent one sold, which, by the way, feels more like 750 after taxes, if you think about it. Okay, so it feels more like 750 after taxes. And I know you guys pay those taxes, but let me look into the cheapest buy now on it. Might be around 700. Let's see. Oh, man, they make you look through like 500 cards. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's about $700. So it's $700, but probably feels closer to $750. Oh, I know how. The star cards are breaking here too, right? So really, since the star cards are pull as well, it's more like 1 in 18 is what it, the cost-wise is what it really is, right? So look, 18 times 40, 720. Huh? That's pretty good. That's like there's no premium on this break. That's not bad. That's a good break to jump into, that means. Well, any break that you really enjoy. Ryan, what's good? I'm surprised he hasn't broken. Well, he's also not at 0. He's at 5. 5 people have jumped in so far. But, you know, a lot of people didn't know he was at such a good price. Here's Philip Adornato. Here's a small order to keep us ticking. 6 packs of Glory of Team Rocket. Oh, yeah. Let's get it. 6 packs. You want the Japanese one, huh? So if you guys have been paying attention, the Japanese Glory of Team Rocket has gotten more affordable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Mr. Isaac Thomas, are you still here? I think we're going to set off that box in a moment. All right. This is for Mr. Philip Adornato. Thank you so much, man. Okay. We've got Web Fett. Web Fett. Cold. 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 Gorbis. And cold. Oh, no, man. That's not a good situation on those. All right, sorry about that, Philip. That's not a good situation. Let's jump over here. Here we are. All right, Philip Adornato. Set that to the side. And time to run the gym break from earlier today. This was from earlier today. We're going to run this now. Oh, wait, we don't do it that way. We do it with these. All right, Isaac and Jonas. Now my stomach hurts, mister. That's my review. You love it. Shut up. I'm just kidding. Let's see. It's delicious. Delicious, and you know it. No, but it is pretty gross. You forced me to eat it. I didn't even want it. Do neither of you guys have cards? Isaac Thomas and Jonas Gordon. You guys definitely both have cards, right? I thought Jonas did have one. Here's Jose, Joran, Victor, Stephen, William, Andrew, Joseph, Nathan, Tammy, Pat, Tyler, David. Do you guys both need a brand new card? Jonathan, Tim Tram, Justin. Who are these guys? I've never heard of these guys. Oh my God, you both need new cards. Okay. I think I have no card. Oh my God, and neither does he. That's so funny. So, we'll create cards for both of you right now. Get rid of this color. Yellow's brighter. Okay, Isaac. Morgan. You've never been in a break before, huh? Gym break? They're pretty fun. They're perfect for losing $40. Who doesn't love that? And then Jonas. Good. I believe he was in second, so it goes like this. It goes one whole box. You guys ready? Here goes. Do you know what year was the last year of Russian Pokemon cards? Oof. I don't know, man. Might have been XY. I don't remember seeing any Sun and Moon Russian Pokemon cards. I like watching them go office. Exciting. It's so exciting. Somebody's getting a whole box of Scarlet from this break. You are? Okay. I still haven't opened the box they came in. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good for you, Mr. Isaac. You got an energy card. And then Mewtwo. Oh, Mewtwo's hard to beat, though. Mewtwo is hard to beat. Oh, he got you. Even though you had an energy card, he had a Mewtwo with 280 HP. Okay, round one goes to Jonas. Round two. Radicate. Not the worst card. Not a very good one, though. Okay. Oh, my gosh. He just double smashed you without trying. He had his eyes closed and everything. All right. Sorry, Mr. Isaac. I'm afraid Mr. Jonas is going to pull the win. Here's a fun idea. What if at the end of the match, the person who missed the win, they get whatever card was in here into their bag? That'd be an interesting thought. That would keep the deck changing every time, wouldn't it? I don't know. It's just an interesting idea. Oof. Yeah, it does hurt. Here goes Isaac. You got a 1 on your card now, and Jonas has a 1 in his win spot. Win category. That is a gym break. It's a 2-person break. Now, we see what Jonas pulls. Now, if we open this up and Jonas actually pulls a really good one, now you can really be sad. Tossing that. Very good. Very good. Throwing that away. Oh, yeah. Won a whole box of Scarlet, everybody. Wow, you guys are really generous with the likes tonight. Thank you for the likes. See, we're at 35 out of 80. That's really good. Okay. All right. All right. It's cool watching this get open, you know, because Scarlet's kind of an older set. There we go. Good. Marchion says sub. Thanks, Marchion. I really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. Here's Oink Loney. He's got the pig. That's cold. 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 Gyarados. Rawr. We got Gyarados. Cold. Flame guy. Oh, Raolu. I can't remember that Pokemon's name. Ooh. Star Scourge. Likes going crazy. The reason you might see a discrepancy between day and night is because one of your competitors streams during your nighttime stream. Yeah, we get all kinds of... there's a lot of streamers on multiple platforms, you know. All right, so there is the engine. Here's the Barbarian Mommy. Very nice. Like. Okay, there's Barbarian Mommy. Here's... Oh, the Tusk. It's the Tusk. Okay, here's the Klawf. Here's the fish. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Okay, here's a cold one. Cold. Cold. We've got the Barbarian Woman again. I played Pokemon Violet. What did you guys play? Did anyone here play Pokemon Scarlet? Don Dozo? That's the best pull. God, that's an ugly pull. The Riolu's okay, though. Okay. When's someone going to pull the Gardevoir, though? There's a Gardevoir set. There's a Gardevoir in here somewhere. Okay. Oh, the Olivette. She's an olive tree. Very weird. There's the engine again. Miraidon. And a cold one. Perfect. Mr. needs Labubu. Yeah, where are my Labubus, bro? I need to get some Labubus in here, man. All right, cool. Very nice. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. So, there's the tree, there's Dondozo, there's Barbarian Mommy, and there's the Riolu. I like the Riolu best, but I would say this box, not a crazy box. Maga Epstein Lucian? What? All right. We're going to jump over here. So we are going to jump into the Breaks channel with the link to this stream so that Mr. Jonas can quickly find where that break was. Breaks history. Jonas gym break results around 78 minutes. All right, so Jonas, rewind to find the content, okay? Good. Food for thought. You feed me? Here's Zelda, Drowsy, and Mario. It's a me, Mario. It's a him. Good. We've been rotating that Mario too much. Next up, whoa, we got a big Jose Dominguez order, $1,000. Crazy how that works, just one order. But let's see what that slab away was. He has something serious then. Okay, he has the beautiful, what is it? Shining Steelix. Oh, when did you pull that one? Back in August. Not that long ago, actually. Okay, so he's going to jump down to 1,855. I could see why you would want to keep that one. He's a really good one. But let me see that Shining Steelix. How bad of a Shining. I'm sure nothing has gone down. All right. Shining Steelix. Yeah, it looks like he has definitely gone up a little bit since when you put him in a slab away. Crazy. Pretty cool. Does your neighbor still hate you? I don't know. I don't know. I think he got taken away in an ambulance. The neighbor did. Pretty sure he did. I think there was something wrong with that guy. Okay, let's see. Let's take a picture here. Actually, what we are going to do with this Drowsy, this shall be an eBay item. So this is a new thing in the stream. You're going to see me do this a lot. You're going to see me do eBay pictures a lot in the stream now. It's going to be quite frequent. Okay. It's going to be quite frequent. Click. And click. Okay. There it goes. What did Mr. do to his neighbor? Oh, he had some crazy neighbor go shouting at Alexis. How crazy is that? Check this out, guys. This new Halo break. We got 2 spots sold in there. The new Halo break. Okay, so that's moving. I don't know if you guys knew about that. It's a really cool break. Pokemon Go, Radiant Charizard. He's on the move. 2 spots in there. I don't even think he needs to be advertised. He'll sell himself. Okay, thank you, Jose Dominguez. We've updated your slab away to be $1,000 cheaper. Thanks for the big payment. Philip Ross, Adonator. Let's try 5 packs of the Inferno. Dante's Inferno. 3, 4, 5. Did you guys read Dante's Inferno? I had to, like, read it. Ugh. God, dude. So boring. There were, like, the levels of hell and stuff. And it was all like, ugh. He had strong opinions about who the worst people were. All right. Dante's Inferno. One of those classic books. Cold. Here's Jenny Sect. Ambipom. Oops. Empoleon. And Mega Heracross. Whoa. Wow. Babeth? Look at the shading on this guy. He's got some shadowing behind him. Wow, really interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Super Mario equals It's a Me Mario, not It's Me Mario. Nah, that's been debunked. That's been debunked. It's a me, Mario. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, because people were claiming that this guy named It's a Me or something like that helped Nintendo. That's been debunked. That is made up. Here is Link. And here is Miyu Tora Karuta. Time for the Tora Karutas to go up on eBay. Okay, ready? If I were to purchase a case, would you keep it sealed? I could do that if you really wanted to. Any reason why to keep it sealed? Just feel like it? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing that. I just kind of strange. Normally, the point would be to open it. We are. Scooby-Dooby. This is like slowed down Pokemon music is what it is. All right, there we go. Inferno X case. I mean, just because I want to hold one for a bit. I could probably do that. I could do that for you if you really wanted to. All right, that's going to go over here. So those are going up on eBay. Oh, yeah. Look at these 2 different links. What's the difference between the 2? This one's Skyward Sword. This one's Ocarina of Time, I think. Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo-Doo. Mark J. Valerian for 1 more packs of the Topps Chrome Metazoo Thank you, Mr. Mark. How are you tonight? How's life going for you, Mark? Tell us a little bit about yourself. What's it all about for you, Mr. Mark? There we go. Okay. Babe the Blue Ox, Quantum Power, Piazza Bird, Sinkhole Sam. Well, chicks, it's me, Sinkhole Sam. I don't know if I can get it today, though. Maybe soon. Sounds good to me. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a fresh box out for a new gym break real fast. What do we got here? We got Wax Princess Peach. Now that's the 70 bucks on it, right? So we're going to turn one of these Wax Princess Peaches into a gym break. So we get some weird gym breaks. This is going to be 35, 1 and 2. And this over here shall once again be 45 and 45. Okay. Okay, so there we go. So our gym breaks include these 3 items currently. If you ever join one of these, I will show it off until it goes off, okay? Okay, tossing this over here. Get that out of the way. Somebody said they wanted to buy this. I need to put this somewhere. Where can I put this so that's out of my way? Man, there's literally nowhere to put this. Also, look at this, guys. We still have this interesting card. So that is Pokemon Gotta Catch 'Em All, James and Jesse. You probably don't know this, but I actually own 4 of these. This is just the one that's for sale. I own 4 of these. I bought them all kind of together, and their price really exploded after the Team Rocket set came out. So the Team Rocket set came out, and this went way up in price. Okay. Well, we got a big order from our friend Mario Quintana. A new box of Inferno. He says, I need a new bag. Hey, what's up, man? Let's get that Inferno. There it is. Nice of you to pop by, Mr. Mario. Ooh. Very good. All right. Good. Oh. Ooh. Oh, so nice. Start snipping. And we'll snip this as well. And we'll snip this. Okay, that's snipped. We'll snip this bad boy. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Mario time. It's me, Mario. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-boop. Hey. Ah! The Empoleon. Ah! I didn't know this was in here. Look at this Piplup. Oh, that's cute, man. That is adorbs. All right. Mario Quintana starting out good. Okay. How's life treating you, Mr. Mario? Tell us about it. Cold. There's too many good Pokemon cards out these days, man. Here's Flagondies. Look at that Flagon. Cold. Suicune. Sweet. Here's Flagon. Look at that Flagon. Here's Hatterene. Wait, is that called Hatterene? That's not called Hatterene. Mr. Vis, Miss Magus. What games are you guys playing? You guys playing any good video games lately? Here we are. All right. Here's Pommy or something like that. I never remember that Pokemon's name. Zacian is showing off his sword. I show off my sword. Wow, look at that Mega Heracross. That is so cool looking. Okay, Mega Heracross. He's looking pretty mega to me. I'm waiting for the next Fallout. You got the spiky helmet. You did it! Not the spike. Oh, Ambipom. He's got two hands, huh? All right. Okay. Empoleon. Now, he doesn't have an Altart in this set, huh? The Empoleon? That's too bad. They should have given him one. If he's got one, I haven't seen it. I don't think he's got one. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Skull Bunny. Low Funny. More money. There it goes. Good, 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 good. We need to get 100 items up on eBay right now. Cold. Cold. All right. Whose litter box did I just go poo in? Ugh. Litter boxes are gross, man. Thank you so much, Mr. Mario Quintana. I really appreciate it. Let's take a quick look. How'd you like that wait time? Nice short wait time. We are. All right. Oh, yeah. Beautiful, man. Oh, yeah. Mr. Mario. Oh, he already said it. He said I needed a new bag. So you got an Empoleon box. I think the Piplup is really your chase pull here. That's adorable. You guys think that the English version of this set's going to be overpriced as hell? I think it's going to be pretty overpriced. I mean, look at Mega Evolution. That doesn't have a Charizard in it, and it's overpriced. All right, there's no orders in the queue. We have no orders in the queue. If you want fast service, we've got fast service. Send an order in, guys. Let's get these rotated. Look at that beautiful Bowser, man. I like that Bowser card. Yeah, let's see. What's going on around me? Look at all these packs of cards. That's crazy. We started a new jumbo pack break, if you want to get into that. New jumbo pack break. Lord of the Rings, Metazoo, Full Metal Alchemist, Nikke Carddass. Got two of these older Pokemon packs. We got a lot of these newer ones. Here's, this is Japanese, by the way. This is Lost Abyss. Very good. A little Trick or Trade. Okay. Got a lot of the newer sets on our menu in here. There's a little Prismatic, Marvel Studios, Phantasmal Flame, or Inferno, I should say, and then Spiderman. Spiderman's the big one. Spiderman is the big one in this one. We've been doing some Spider-Man jumbo pack breaks in order to give the Spider-Man a chance to breathe. Gears of War Reloaded in Rainbow Six. Ooh, Gears sounds fun right now. That sounds fun. Just shoot some bad guys, some alien-looking bad guys. Nothing complicated. What is that? There you go. Look at this. This is some kind of thing. Let's pop this right into one of these junk packs. Okay, a little bonus in the junk pack right there. There it goes. Cool. Did you guys know that we have reworked the Raw Shuffles? Here they are yet again. Raw Shuffles, $10 a bag. Always working on them. Oh, yeah. Raw Shuffles. We're trying to improve them, trying to get something going. The junk packs are so popular. You know, maybe Raw Shuffles should be 20 bucks like the live customs, and that will give me even more room to sort of make them, you know, a little crazy. All right, what we got? We've got Lucas, 5 of the Infernos. Mr. Lucas, how's it going? Lucas Launch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. Ooh. Ready? Snipping this. You think I pass on the Japanese and then wait for the English? It's going to be so overpriced when it comes out. What? Lucas, you can't do that. I've got a Pokemon to show you, Batman. Joker, no. There's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman. And Miss Magus. All right, very nice. Lucas Launch. Sniping a little low punny action up. All right. Mr. Lucas. We got Luke Laurie. Louis Vuitton. Aha. Lucas Launch. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Have any Vaporeons? I might have a Quest sticker Vaporeon. Yeah, I might have a Quest sticker Vaporeon. Look at this Peta Minilillion. That is definitely an eBay card now. Goodbye, Peta Minilillion. So we're gonna have some serious eBay cards. Times are changing here at the Cardconomist. We're gonna be taking on huge amounts of slabs now, and so our slabby patties have to start moving without exception. Wait, is this holographic? It's really important, in my opinion. It's important that the picture shows that it's holographic. Sometimes people take a picture where you can't tell that it's hollow, and I think that significantly reduces its ability to sell. Okay. Very good. Now this will go right over here. How do you buy? Says Arlex Martinelli. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Arlex? You got to check the description of the live stream. Ah, the description. I'm going to let this Bowser keep rotating. He's too brand new. We're going to focus on cards that have been around for a while that still haven't sold. Okay, lovely Magikarp there. Now, what do we got here? Here's some of this Adam Pashua South Park. Is Adam watching? Do you think Adam cares if I lower these by like $5 a piece? So these have not sold. This is a PSA 9. I just don't think it's going to sell. Let's go. Let's take 10% off. Let's bring this down to 63. Go for it, he says. All right, let's take 10% off on these. I'm going to take this one down to 30. Okay. Try and help you get these sold. So that's a Death of Kenny. So you guys have to understand, this is actually like a special card in the box. It's a holographic Death of Kenny. And they have a weird like nuclear radiation glow to them. So this is actually holographic. And they just don't grade 10 very easily. The cards were made a long time ago. Okay, these were made in 1998. And just is what it is. Don't kick the baby. So we've got this one over here with the boys. All the boys are in this picture. That's $63. And then we have 2 Death of Kenny cards. They're going to be $30 a piece. So we're just going to lower those a little bit. Help raise interest in them. Very nice. Jalen Lange, he says, 4, 3 Prismatic Evo. Wish me luck. Oh yeah, Prismatic Evolutions. Nice, dude. Glad you're opening these. I may have to go get some, though, if you don't mind. Oh, nope. Here we go. We got some right here. Perfect. All right. Got me some Prismatic. I remember that one South Park episode where Kenny didn't get killed. Yep. I wish South Park would go back to that kind of humor. I really do. There we go. There we go. The super partisan politics comedy where each episode is just the same partisan politics. It's like, it's making me sad. Here it goes. All right. It makes it so that turning on South Park is almost like stressful. Like, you remember this? Remember all the bad things going on in the world? They once made episodes about, like, Guitar Hero. You know? Like, make something like that. Make another World of Warcraft episode. You are? Give me something to laugh at. Something to relax at. All right. Here goes. Come on now. What is going on with... Oh, something's wrong with this pack. Oh! Oh, my God. What? Okay, luckily nothing wrong with those. Nothing good in that pack. That would have been bad. Take a look at that box again that came out of. Where'd I toss that box? Did I just toss that in the trash? Take a look at this box. So it came out of this box. No damage on the box. Just a normal box. So they manufactured it and crushed it and then put it into the box anyways. That's funny. You know, if you sent this to PSA as like a, you know, maybe like an error box or something like that, they wouldn't accept that. But we know the truth. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Look at that problem there. Looks like it got crushed. Look at this. It's a really specific squarish damage, isn't it? This wasn't like, oh, it got shipped by USPS the wrong way or something. See, the box it came out of is nice and clean. This got crushed during manufacturing somewhere. Oh, my gosh. That's funny. All right, let me get you... well, hopefully they're not all ruined, actually. Oh, my gosh. There would be so much money to lose if they're all broken. How they feeling? This feels a little bit better. Oh, no. Oh, no. Look at that. All right, luckily, once again, not good cards. Oh, no. Oh, it's just lucky that these aren't good cards. This is messed up, too. It's getting better, though. So these were all messed up, but it's getting a little bit better. And luckily, nothing good has been pulled. All right, Jalen, let's get you another 2, okay, Jalen? Maybe you'll split the loss with me because, you know, those couple of packs didn't give you anything anyways, right? So let's see if we get you. Let's get you 2 more packs here, Jalen. Maybe you'll take one of the bad ones, and I'll take 2 of the bad ones. All right, let's see. Okay, this just looks clean. That's a clean pack. All right, good. All right. I was getting scared there, Jalen. Thought they were only going to be bad. Okay, and... yeah, nice and clean. Nothing wrong at all with this. Okay. But you know what? The real problem is you didn't pull an SIR. The good news is there was no super fancy Umbreon in those ruin packs. So I tell you what. I gave you a total of 5 packs there. How about... because... oh, wait. We didn't open them all. Oh, right. This one's actually... there's nothing wrong with it. Okay. Put that over there. Toss this away. How much for a box of Inferno? Is it $195? I think it's $195. $195. Okay. These are definitely yours. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, it's like super crushed. Oh, what the hell? Whoa, man. I've never seen that before. I don't know what crushed those together, but it's like the Pokemon card press or something. Jesus. All right. That's pretty heavy. So you've got your pulls here. Dracloak, Prime Catcher, and these are bad. These are in bad shape, okay? I'm going to give these to you anyways. I'm not going to put them in the trash can. Gonna need to file a complaint. Yeah, maybe. Pokemon, what's going on here? But you know what? Even if this pack was perfectly clean, like with nothing wrong, you still would have just gotten some hollows. That's all you would have gotten. And then we gave you 2 more fresh packs, okay? So that's how we're going to play this one, Mr. Jalen. Mr. Jalen. Thank you. Did you need a new bag? Jalen, is this your first time? This isn't your first time, is it? You must be newish. That was an interesting opening, wasn't it? Actually, if you think about it, Jalen, you're lucky you opened it with me, because if you had opened these at home, you'd have just been out of 3 packs. Ah, here we are. Now you got a fat bag, actually. Yeah, you're lucky because, you know, I didn't want you to go away empty-handed, so I gave you a couple free packs. One of the benefits of opening up in a live stream. All right. That was really strange. How do you buy or you can't? It's Mr. Keith. Hello, Keith. So, of course you can buy. What you need to do is you need to go into the description of the live stream. The description of the live stream. Hello Kitty break, everybody. That's for a black label, by the way. Head on over to the description of the live stream. And then after that, it's pretty easy. You actually just send money straight over to me with like PayPal, ZELLE, CASHAPP, crypto, whatever it is you want. And when you send that money, you just tell me what you wanted to open. So let's say Inferno X, you want 10 packs of it. Well, then you send me $65 over PayPal, just like that. All right. Excuse me. What do we have here? We got Lucas Launch, Top Loader, and Pregrade the Bunny, please. And do you think it's worth grading money-wise, not card-wise? Okay. Let's grab your card, Mr. Lucas. Mr. Lucas. Ah. Bunny, bunny, bunny. Making me some money. Ooh, that's cute, huh? Charmander. Charmander. Ogre Pond. I like that Galarian Slowking in there, too. Now, you're saying, should you grade this for the money? Money. Well, it's an alt-art from a brand new set. I'd say so. The real question is, will it grade 10? I wouldn't bother trying for black label. It's got a thing with the edges that means it won't get the black label. The edges have to be completely flat. Oh, also, there's sort of like an invisible line running across that. I've seen that. If I was to grade this, I'd send this off to PSA. Top to bottom is not perfect either, slightly thinner on the bottom. So, yeah, I'd say this would have a best chance at PSA, but it is going to be not a black label 10. Here it is. Oops. We could call the Pregrade check for black label. All right. There you go. There's your top loader. Should you grade it, though? Yeah, I'd grade it. I'd grade it. It, you know, probably sell for like $75 to $100 at some point. It'd be like $75 to $100. All right. So this is mine now. Steven, do you remember this? Steven Sistrunk, he bought this and then it got lost and then we found it. But by the time we found it, I'd already refunded him. So there it is. Silcoon is back. There's a TCC card now. Ow. So a line is okay sometimes. Yep. Certain type of line. See, you're learning things here. I know things. So PSA will actually ignore certain types of lines and not treat them like print lines. It's really weird that they do that. But the cards that they allow the print lines on would be the front of a textured card. PSA treats the line like it's, I guess, just meant to be there or something. I don't know. Pope Leo autographed a Pop Leo. Is that card circulating? I wish it was, but I'm sure the guy who got it signed, he's just going to keep it forever. You know what really needs to circulate? They need to get a couple Donald Trump signatures on that recently made, what's the name of that stupid Pokemon? What's that Pokemon that looks exactly like Trump? Oh man, there's too many effing Pokemon names to remember. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember its dumb name. But there's a recent version of that Pokemon that came out where he's like in a back alleyway and there's like a Rattata in the distance under a light. Gumshoes. Yeah, Gumshoes. So Gumshoes, you can get a Donald Trump signature on that card. It would go insane. It would go insane. It'd be the most expensive Pokemon card. Some weird MAGA guy would buy it. He'd pay good money for that. So we need to get that. And anyway, I would love to hear about it. What a story that would be. We have the best Pokemon cards. All right. So there are no orders in the queue. There are no orders in the queue. Let me show you about some of these gym breaks that you can enter. Let me get rid of this. Good. Okay. Got this little guy floating around now. Did you guys know about the base set Japanese PSA 10 booster pack break? Now you know about it. 4 and 25. Started a little while ago. It's moving. It's moving a little bit. Here are the gym breaks. Gym breaks are 2 people breaks. Just requires 2 people. Here's a Wario. Here's a Nintendo game pack. So you get this booster pack. It's graded 9. Oh, wow. That's a high grade. I didn't even notice that. So with these old Nintendo, these wax packs, so hard to get a 10. It's not natural to get a 10 because wax packs are like really, they're just kind of folded up. They're not well made. So this one got a high grade of a 9. And it's 35, 1 and 2. And then we also have another round of the Scarlet Violet box. Ooh, what could be in here? What would your fate be? I don't know. All right. Mister, do you play cornhole? What? I don't think I do. I don't even know what that is. Actually, it sounds like you're asking me an inappropriate question. Do you play with your cornhole? No. No, I do not. That is a thing that I do not do. What's in this box? Mister, do you play with your cornhole? Here's a couple cards. Oh, another Dark Espeon. God, dude, I can never find these. Cornhole, it's little bags of sand that you throw in a hole. Oh, I think there's a... Is that what it's called? Is there another name for that? Cornhole. Is there not another name for that? Like a beanie bag game? I know what you're talking about. I've seen that. I think that's like even a sport these days. Oh my gosh, another Dark Espeon. How many Dark Espeons do I own? I like Dark Espeon. He's good. Ooh, these are nice, man. Lots of cards over here. So we got this nice Silcoon. Ooh, EX Deoxys Silcoon. Safety horseshoes. Let me slab away an Espeon. Slab away. I'm trying to hold those Espeons, Miss Tammy. Here's a crunchy celery. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Ooh. Here we are. Samantha Rodriguez is back. Hello, Samantha. Oh, she just wants to buy the Peach Pack Slab outright. Well, you can do that for sure. So this is now property of Miss Samantha. Okay. Welcome back, Samantha. Is this wrongly priced, you think? I didn't even notice the age or the not the age, the grade on it. Wasn't paying attention. Safety horseshoes, strange name. Yeah, it's cornhole. It is a strange name, right? Oops, 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 oops. Oops. Okay, so that is property of Samantha. Oh my. Thank you so much for that. I have to go get another one of those real fast. Sounds like a prison game. Sounds like a prison booty hole game. Ah, my cornhole. Not my cornhole. Aha, I found me some Espeons. All right. Well, shucks. I'ma play me some cornhole. Cornhole's like one of those. It's one of those wholesome outdoor games. You know, you play with your friends and family. It's good. Nothing wrong with it. Just teasing a little bit. There we go. Aha! I knew I had 5 of these. Oh, yeah. Now I can do this. That's a good look, right? It looks cool. I think that Mike's side would approve. He's a big Espeon fan. Give me one. Then I wouldn't have 5 of them. There you go. You can't trick me out of these, Tammy. All right, there we go. That's a beautiful card. I love purple. Here's Mega Evolutions Venusaur. Used to be $75. Ignore this number. It was $75 like a year ago, like almost 2 years ago. What is this today? Let's take a quick look at what it is today. Venusaur Evolutions. Booster. Oh, wow. There's an exact booster pack of it. Let's set it to buy now. That's a 7. That's an 8. So it has gone from 75 to 105. There you have it, guys. There you have it. It's gone to 105. That's not bad. What? Stupid sticker. Stupid bitch-ass sticker. Okay. 105. You know, it'd be really funny if somebody bought that, cracked it open, and had me open the booster pack inside. That'd be fun. Here's Mario. Boop, 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 boop. Please let me slab one. No. No. Venusaur was an entire island in the movie Detective Pikachu. Pikachu, I choose you. All right, let me learn a little bit about this Mario. It's me, Mario. Booty boop boop bee. All right, so let me jump over here to the wax packs. Wax pack Mario. Here he is. And it looks like he shall be about $66. I'm just going to round him up to 70. Is that so crazy? Okay. New gym break. Oh, yeah. We got stuff happening on this table, guys. Stuff! Stuff and things. Things and stuff. Okay. Ooh. So beautiful. Scooby-ba-doopy-doopy-doopy. Here's a Wildberry Princess. Here's a Schmarowak. And here is a $360 Blau Hello Kitty. Just begging to be added to your collection. I love how the vertical stream allows me to show these booster packs off. You couldn't really do that in horizontal mode. Ivan Rodriguez is back. He wants the Venusaur slab. Really? You got it. All yours. Mr. Ivan. Okay. Now, Ivan, when you go to ship, be sure to tell me that you have one of these, okay? You have to tell us, or else there's a high chance that Miss Alexis might miss it. Okay? Letting you know that. Thank you, Ivan Rodriguez. And then he says shipping. Oh, okay. So you'd like to ship that right away, actually. Okay. How many slabs you think you got, Mr. Ivan? Probably has a little bit. Why would she miss it for future reference? So think of it like this. Our shipping department has all the slabs alphabetically ordered into these big pull boxes. However, those big pull boxes do not fit the booster pack slabs. They're actually too large. So we have a shelf for oversized slabs. The problem is that most people don't have an oversized slab. Really, it's like 10 people do. And so it's really rare to ship out an oversized slab. And so she doesn't always miss it, but on occasion, if you have an oversized slab, she forgets to check for one. I used to make the same mistake when I did the shipping. It's just really easy to overlook. So I like to tell people, if you got one, to just try to remind us. Now, what happens if it doesn't ship? You just tell me, I make another label, we'll ship it right back out to you, okay? We'll make sure it goes out. But for your convenience, you might want to remind me. And then I'll remind her, and then it won't happen. I'd be like, don't miss the oversized slab. I'll say it right on the label. All right, there we go. They're big, and they're in the way. I'm going to say big slab. $89 Nintendo game packs, worth nothing back then, and still worth nothing 35 years later. Crazy. What? What are you talking about? You talking about these guys? I mean, they used to cost what, like a nickel, right? Here, does it say what you're supposed to sell them for? Yeah, right here. 25 yens. It's 25 yens. All right. So they're not worth anything back then because they were 25 cents. I mean, to go from 25 cents to $70, that's pretty astronomically big change. They're worth something to a Nintendo collector. Yeah, I mean, really, honestly, they are. That's a nice Mario pack there, and he's cool. I have it in dark mode and low volume, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Ivan. I don't like to hear that. I don't like to hear that, Mr. Ivan. I hope you feel better, okay? All right, so we'll set this over here. This is a gym break, and this is a gym break. Look at that. Gym break, gym break. And then the last one is what, a Wario? Where'd that Wario go? I don't know where the Wario went. Boop, boop. Wait, did we put him up here? We didn't put him up here, did we? Yes, we did, actually. He shouldn't be up here. It is Wario. So we got some unusual gym breaks. Remember, you can always just open up a Poke Shuffle. Those just contain normal slabs, mostly. Poke Shuffle is $5 for a chance. There you are. All right, I believe that label got printed. How are booster packs graded? They're graded by PSA. That's how. You know, oddly, their competitors aren't into it that much. So they do it, but everyone else doesn't. All right, NHCC says he'll take the Venezuela Evo PSA slab. All right, hold on. I might have a second one to help you out there with. Booster pack slabs. People like them. All right, so yes, we do have another one. All right. We actually had a total of 3 because I graded a couple back then. Let's grab this baggie. Okay. What is this music? This sounds terrible. This is called Fishing Hole. Uh-huh. Crazy. Good. No way, you had a second one. Actually, I had a total of 3, and then after those are sold, I have no more. But they're a fun little slab, aren't they? There we go. Now, this is the 3rd one, and it is going to be that price change. Oh, this is empty. Throw that away. Will those Nintendo wax packs last till the end of time? Maybe. I don't know. It is 105. Okay. I haven't received my last shipment. Can you please check when you have time? Yes. So, an outstanding shipment. Let's see. Let's just see if we can get it to connect. How many markers do you go through in a year? I go through markers. Yeah, we go through markers for sure. It's not as bad as you think, but we go through probably like 20, maybe about 20. Okay, we're going to look for an Ivan. Error. All right, let me reset the software. I kind of expected that to happen. The software was going really slow. God, dude, this shipping software is a joke how bad it is. Additional security required. What the hell? Crazy. Okay, well, I've never seen that before. Additional security is required. Really? Because they're making sure I'm not a robot. Whoa, I've never seen that. They must be having issues. All right. Wow, the software is asking me if I was a robot. So, Mr. Ivan, it says right here you got one in transit. It's in transit. And it says right now it's in Florida. Florida. So it should be pretty close. It says it was ordered on 9/19 and it's arriving at September 29th. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. So I'm sorry for the long wait. Maybe they just went slow on it. I don't know. All right, but now we know everything is okay with the package. Good. Guys, thank you. I really appreciate the love. Yeah, we all hope you get better, Mr. Ivan. We are? All right. Okay, we hit refresh on that. Mr. Mark is taking, I believe, the last Venusaur. Well, we just saw like, he said we can crack it. He said we can crack-a-lack this Venusaur. Mark is opening. Are you sure, Mark? Let me just ask this. Are you sure? All right. Are you sure, Mr. Mark? It's a lovely graded boofty. He says, oh, yeah. Hell yeah. So I remember grading these. These did not come out of searched boxes where like you already know Charizard's been pulled. These came from blister packs that I bought a really long time ago. And I thought because they were blister packs, they were going to grade 10, but they obviously did not. So these came out of fresh blisters, and we did not know what was inside of them. In fact, this could contain a Charizard. It could contain all the best pulls in the set. All of those packs that we just sold are the same way. They could all contain, like, all of them could be heavy. So let's try and open this. Okay. Let's try and, oh, here, let's. I think we had it there. There it goes. Oh, You know, the camera's not being held up like it used to be, so there it goes. Just gotta give it a little more pressure. My powerful grip. Gonna hurt my fingernails here. Gonna chip a nail. I can't open this pickle jar. Oh, this whole thing broke off. I wonder, oh, there it goes. Haha. I knew I was onto something. All right, very nice. Let's see. So I believe this is the sturdier new design. This is the sturdier new design. There's actually 3 layers to this slab. There's a back layer, and a middle layer, and a top layer. So I think we're going to go ahead and use tools now because we don't want to hurt your pack, okay? So time to use tools. I think in theory I could kind of break that out with my grip, with my mitts. We don't want to do anything that might put any pressure on the pack, though. Give me a minute here. Let's see. What are the tools of the trade for this one? Probably just the screwdriver. All right. I can see how it's in here. All right, we better use a wrench. We got to soften it up. Actually, do I have my blue tool in here? A special blue tool I like to use. What are these? Why do I have so much stuff? You guys got to come over here and have me give you some stuff already. Okay, I love this tool right here. This is my favorite. It's one of my favorite tools, really. Although it's gotten dull over the years, huh? eBay used to make these slabs really badly. These slabs are super easy to crack. And you can see I was still able to remove the back side of the slab pretty quickly. Now it's a bit harder with the middle layer. Not necessarily wanting to give up so fast. I wonder if this is actually... Is this hollow? Like, what is this? Is this actually... Is this plastic, or does that, like... Oh. Cracking slabs together, guys. I don't want to do anything that hurts the pack inside. Seems really well welded. This layer right here is really well welded. This might do it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, this is strong. I'd say this is pretty strong. It's good to know. You know, if you pay a lot of money for a grading service, you want to get your money's worth out. There it goes. So there is a middle layer. All hail the wrench. The wrench will fix it. There is a powerful middle layer. Didn't always exist in the past. They didn't do that. Ah, I see. That's clever. This guy's designed. PSA must have seen me crack this open real fast with my hands and said, that's too easy. Ah, all right, there we go. Woo! So booster pack slabs are 3 layers. Ah, and that's why I wasn't sure if this was hollow through here, but it's not. This is solid on the back. Okay, so I was wasting my time on that. So there you go. I was strong enough to break off the back layer. The middle layer is much trickier to open because it lays within. It lays within the top layer of the plastic. It's like really hard to access. Pretty strong. That middle layer is nice and strong. Back layer, easy. Middle layer, definitely deep inside of the top layer. Much harder to separate. I don't get to break those open very often. I don't regrade the booster packs ever. So the only time we break them open is when we're doing one of these. By the way, we definitely got to turn this into a clip. People love it when you crack open a booster pack slab. All right, guys. So again, these are completely unsearched, unweighed packs that had gone in. The reason I sent them is because I really only cared about one. Ooh, what is this? What is this? Let's zoom in. What is this? This almost looks like residue. Huh. Was that from PSA, I wonder? Maybe that's what cost it to grade 8. All right, let me zoom back out. Very interesting. Are you ready? So these are unsearched. It could be anything. Now, for reference, it was always really hard to pull Charizard out of these, okay? So your odds for Charizard, super low. Your odds for a cold pack, super high. Ready? Here goes. Please be Charizard. Okay. Magnemite. Seal. Kissed by your rose on the grave. Here's Charmander. You could probably just grade that Charmander non-hollow. Drowsy. I'm Drowsy. Dog Trio! Woo! Once she's had the Dog Trio, she can't return to the Diglett at home. And... oh, yeah. Holographic Machamp. Very nice, man. That makes this a heavy pack. Like I said, it could have been a heavy pack. We wouldn't know. So nice, because I didn't care if it was heavy or light. I only cared if it looked like it was going to grade 10, which obviously it did not. Charmeleon in the back and Charizard Spirit Link. Cool, okay. So let's leave these up. How much was that pack? It was so cheap. It was so cheap. This pack was $2. No, but back in the day, I think even back in the day, I was selling these for like 30 or something. I don't remember. We are. Machamp, Doug Twio. So there's your 2 hollow cards. Boy, if this Machamp could grade 10, that'd be sweet, dude. They're very hard to grade 10, though. Super Potion, Charmeleon. Charmeleon shall get his own sleeve. Sleeve it. There we go. I'm glad it was a heavy pack, you know, because it really could not have been. It could have been like some stinky-ass, bummy, like, oh, you pulled Reverse Hollow Trainer, and then it could have been like a rare Starmie or something. So it could have been a really bad booster. There's Drowsy. Hypnosis. All right, cool, man. So overall, take a look. Charmander, Charmeleon. These are actually at a point where you can grade these non-hollows. That's how crazy this set is these days. And then Doug Trio Machamp. Beautiful. Let's see the back of the Machamp. Not bad. Not bad. Well, it's all about the print line in the Machamp. How's that print line looking? Not bad either. I think he's got a faint one up here, but I can't tell. Now I'm even more tempted to crack mine. I don't know. Back in the day, you were selling them for 15. Well, before 15, we were selling them 5 for 20 because I could obtain them for $100 a box. Definitely something going on right there. See that? But it's quite faint. That might be able to pass as a PSA 10 if you're lucky. Nothing else is really giving off a problem. Worth grading. By the way, if you do grade it with PSA. Because if it gets a tag 10, people might just be like, oh, well, that's tag. But if that got a PSA 10, now you're talking money. Could be worth quite a bit. All right. Thank you, Mr. Mark J. Valerian. And Mike's side's probably going to make this into a clip. Such a fun moment. Okay. There we go. There we go. Toss that in there for you. How nice was that, guys? All right. 5 for 20 bucks. XY Evolution, $100 a box. Then they went to 150. And then one day, I remember I was sitting around in the condo, and somebody taps me on the shoulder and says, "You know, these are like 600 a box now, right?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" Maybe that was caused from where it was being held in the slab. No. That's the standard print line on a XY Evolution card. You see that all the time. Okay. No, that's definitely not from the holder. If that grade's 10, it's probably worth like 300 to 500. I don't know. I haven't looked that up in a long time. But just so you know, it's very hard to get a 10 on those, okay? Very hard. They often turn into 9s. So this will say Mark J. Valerian pops open a booster slab of XY Evo. And it'll say 140 minutes in. There we go. Whew. 1,000, not 300. Oh, yeah. Well, it's not that hard to believe because, you know, the time has gone by and all these slabs have gotten so expensive now. Nowadays, slabs are like effing super expensive. All right, NHCC says Blasty Evo PSA instead. Oh, because you're looking for maybe a different slab. I don't know if I have any more of those Evo slabs. Okay, now we have... I'm actually lucky. I'm actually lucky that those slabs didn't sell in the past because now they're actually worth like, I don't know, obviously $25 more. Martin Ramirez. Let's see. You didn't open my daytime order. Would I be able to switch my order to Mega Simp? I'm pretty sure my order was before the other person because you didn't say their name as a pending order at the end of the daytime stream. Ooh, let's take a quick look into this, Mr. Martinez. Mr. Martin Ramirez. Let's see. Said your name wrong. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and log in. Let's find out. Let's start unpacking whatever just happened. So you're saying you placed an order, it didn't get serviced, and you'd like to swap into Mega Symphonia. Well, I can also offer to open from a fresh box if you'd like. If in fact what you're explaining happened. Let me grab your email. Grabbing an email. Boink. Okay, clicking back on that. Okay, and we're going to jump over here to activity. We have plenty of time together, guys. It's only 3:37 at night. I'm willing to go all night long if you guys want to go all night long. So it says 5:07 p.m., 6 Korean rocket, Martin Ramirez. And what you said is I never opened them. Is that right? So that would have been... that would have been like 7:07 for me, so you might actually be right. I might have logged out. The stream lags for me every once in a while. Will we ever have a Mexican president? You mean the United States? Yeah, we'll have a Mexican president. It'll happen. El Presidente. Let's begin by hunting down the Martin Ramirez bag. There's almost 50% of the U.S. population is now Mexican. How did that happen? And I'm sure as a result of that, we will definitely have a Mexican president one day. It would be almost strange not to. Maybe Marco Rubio. Have you thought of that? Marco Rubio. He's a Republican, though. You might be looking for a non-Republican one. I always liked Marco Rubio, by the way. I don't know about his role in the Trump administration, but before Trump even existed, I always liked Marco Rubio because he was always very sort of like humble, and you can feel it from him. He's very humble. Again, you don't have to agree with his policies. You don't have to agree that he's in this, you know, Trump's administration, but he always came off as very humble and well thought. Ooh. Actually, I remember when he ran against Trump and he started making fun of Trump's hands. And I thought, oh, don't let him drag you down. Don't get lured into that way of doing politics. Ooh, beautiful. All right. So let's get you, we can get you a fresh box of the Korean Team Rocket if you'd like to open that. Would you like a fresh one? Let's see. So you said... you want Mega Simp. So this one is 6 Korean rocket. I think the right thing to do would be to get you the Korean rocket, but to get it from a fresh box. Let's see. Pokemon's the nation currency of the USA. Pretty soon. I think you're right. We've almost gotten to that point. All right. Right there, Mr. Martin. Ow. My toe. Ouch. Okay. Popping this open. Good. Rubio's a hack. Yeah, I can't stand Rubio. He sucks. No, I'm talking like way before he was part of the Trump administration. You ever listen to the way he talked? I like the way he talked in the past. He was kind of solemn. Is that the right word? Solemn. He was solemn. You could tell he was a humble guy. Some politicians aren't humble. They're like the opposite of humble. Some of them are crazy conspiracy theorists. A lot of conspiracy these days. I liked how humble he sounded. He always did sound very humble. Ready? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ted Cruz, he's Latino, isn't he? Is he Cuban? I don't remember. I don't remember what Ted Cruz is. He's Cuban, I think. He thinks he's Texas tough, though. He's like, well, shucks. Welcome to Texas. He's a really aggressive Republican. Ted Cruz is. There you go. All right. I remember when he ran for president, he came off really crazy. All right. Let's get a snip going. He was the Zodiac Killer. Snip. All right. Very nice. Well, shucks. Thank you, Martin. Let's go ahead and get this opened. You think politics will ever be like they were in the past, where everyone was just sort of like mentally stable? Where your opponents didn't throw dog poo at each other? It was like there was a lot of manners and stuff. It was more about being highfalutin. Here's more cheese. I wish. How about Hexeth jeopardizing national security for optics could have been an email? Now, we don't actually know what happened in that meeting, by the way. We don't actually know. We're just speculating what happened, right? Like if something important happened in that meeting and it's top secret, they're not going to come over and tell the news, are they? They're not exactly going to come out and tell us. Oh, we were just having a cheese pizza social, right? They're not going to say that. If something big happened in that meeting, we just don't know. Okay, here you go, Martin. And what they might say is, oh, it was nothing, right? Like if a big thing happened in that meeting and it's important for them that we don't talk about it or that the world doesn't know about it, what do you think they're going to do? You think they're going to come out and tell you, yeah, it was a big deal, by the way? No, they're going to say, oh, we were just shaking hands. We felt like shaking everyone's hands, you know, like we do. All right, this is gym break. So for all we know, something big could have happened in that meeting. We don't know what happened, actually. Some beautiful gym breaks here. And yes, you can buy these outright if you want. Miss Samantha came in and bought the Nintendo Game Pack outright. AOC could be the first Latina president. You think that'll happen? Gavin Newsom, AOC? Yeah. Here's Mr. Mario. Mr. Mario. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Why publicly announce all heads? Mr. My Bag can be shipped as well, and you can remove the junk pack. Oh, the junk pack plastic, huh? Let me grab this. My bad. For some reason, I thought we were just shipping the slabs. I don't know why. There we go. Let's see. You've got how many of them? About 4 of them. I'll take them back from you. I'll remove them for you. All right. Preparing to go to war. Put the Epstein files to bed for good. Crockett and AOC as president. The country will know true suffering. Crockett. All right. Very nice. She's my favorite big booty Latina. I think who made that joke the first time? It was some guy named Andy or something. All right. I don't know about Gavin Newsom, man. He's got sort of like, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Does he not look like a Gotham City bad guy? He looks like he came right out of Gotham City. Like he's an evil mayor of Gotham. I mean this completely regardless of his policies, whether you're Democrat or Republican. He's just got like a weird, like slicked back hair look. And like, I don't know. It's like Donald Trump kind of comes off like the Godfather. You know, he's got like a bad guy mafia boss vibe going on. I don't know how to describe Newsom. Newsom definitely feels like Gotham City mayor. We are. I hate to say that. If you really like the guy, I hate to say that, but he looks kind of like that, you know? He's got a Batman, Gotham City mayor vibe. He looks like the leader of Team Rocket. We are. Beats orange. Konnichiwa. Yeah, I'm not saying Trump has a great look either. Trump's got like the face mask on, the makeup. God, he wears a lot of makeup. There you go. All right. He's got like a really weird cadence and everything. Let's grab a separate bag for these. Trying to save these back up now. I just pulled my first expensive item from a fever case. How rare is Sapphire Doppler Factory? Trump looks like the average movie billionaire. Oh my God. All right. You got your little Golurk in here. Let's squash him in the middle. Okay, he's in the middle. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Ivan Ramirez. And let's go grab his label. Now, this will be packed up on Wednesday, okay? It gets packed up on Wednesday. On Wednesday, Dale. Do you think African Americans will ever stop complaining and actually be a help to society? I mean, some African Americans are a help to society. They work hard. They pay their taxes. They go to church, and they're just normal people. And unfortunately, though, there is an element within their community where they like want to be gangbangers and I don't know, break into stuff. And it's really too bad because it creates a brand image problem for the normal people. And they really ought to try and fight that a little bit. I think that's why you see during the last election, there was a shift to the right amongst young black men who are probably wishing that they could just, you know, escape the craziness of that kind of stuff. They don't want it. They're saying they're rejecting it. They're saying, Mark Valerian, he says, sending out Machamp for PSA grading. You got it, Mr. Mark. Mr. Mark. Machamp. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, you know, the rise of conservative men of color in the black communities, they're saying, we don't want the crazy. We want normal. And here we are. There's Machamp. I think that shift probably was a little frustrating to the Democrat Party, but I think also what that means is that they have to cater to them. You know, they have to make sure that their policies really do benefit young men and young men who are minorities. It is because I definitely have a feeling like there's a certain dislike or hatred toward young men. I don't know what that is. Do you guys sense that too? I feel that. I feel that sometimes. Like when I listen to Democrat speakers, it's like they're constantly trying to tell me how all problem from women was my fault. I'm like, what did I do? All of society's faults are men. There's that sort of feeling or sense of it. And then you hear about, oh, women are the ones going to school, not men. Like they're sort of rejoicing in the fact that women are so much better than men. And then you find a shift to the right in young men. It's like, how did that happen? I don't know. I don't know. That's so crazy that would happen. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, I think people talk a lot about men versus women, girls versus boys. There's a lot of conversation about that. Nobody really talks about the fact that if you are a girl who you're down on your luck, really down on your luck, there is a chance that you will pretty quickly reverse that by simply picking up a guy partner, you know, getting into a relationship. If you're a guy who's down on your luck, you are like nuclear waste to society, you know, like your odds of a girl picking you up and taking care of you are almost zero. There is no chance that will happen. Girls would be like, oh my gosh, get me away from this guy. You know, like you're dangerous or something. So, you know, society doesn't always talk about that in the news or in the college ivory towers Or, I mean, maybe you just hear some scrappy podcast guy like me saying something like that, but it's the truth. How do I know this? Because that was me. When I left home and I was 17 years old, and I haven't seen my parents in 18 years. I left and I never went back. It's probably been more than 18 years. I left and I never went back. When I left and I was on my own, nobody wanted me around them. Nobody wanted me. Nobody wanted to give me free money. There weren't girls who were going to go buy me everything. That's not an option for a guy. As a guy, if you're in trouble, it's just on you. You better figure it out. And so, you know, the irony is that the people who are in the very lowest rung of society, it's not actually women of color. It's probably men of color who are having a bad situation. They're in the actual lowest rung, but no one ever says that. It's not a thing in politics. They don't influence that way. Ivan Rodriguez, 5 junk packs. You got it, man. Oh, yeah. But so what I'm saying is, women have received a lot of help politically, I think, over the last 20 years. And I don't think men get as much help. And it's a mental health problem. It's a social problem. And it's a financial problem. It's an education problem. But the demonization of men, like, how's that going to fix anything? It just gets more and more radical and crazy all the time, the demonization. Here we go. It's really too bad. Because it's not like a goal. Like, what's the goal? Is the goal to hate men as much as possible? Like, how's that gonna end? What's the end game? Men. How does that end, really? I think that only ends in one terrible way. One day, the craziest men get super violent, and that's it for them. And that's probably what we're seeing to us. All these mass shootings, we just saw a bunch of mass shootings. Now, there could be a lot of motives to the mass shootings, but has anyone considered it's just like society's not really integrating young, lost men into society at all, and instead they're saying, ew, get away from us, yucky incel or something like that, you know? Like, you ever notice the school shootings? The school shooters or whatever these guys, they typically have a certain look. Yes, ooh. Dada Luma. They typically have a similar look, don't they? You know I'm right. They have a look. It is. And these guys are probably not integrated. Nobody wants to. Nobody wants to do the work of it. It's like, not me. Somebody else figure it out. Ooh, a little SR there. Let's see what you guys are saying. Okay, you guys are saying, I can understand why some men feel that way with how some people take feminism too far. I've been 50 cases in my lifetime, never got a red. For the butt plugs, I think sapphires are more expensive. What? What are you saying? Let's see. What would the earth be like if women ruled it? Maybe very nice. But I don't know, because that's not the reality. That's not how it works for humans. You know, if you look at praying mantises, the girls are bigger than the boys. And then the girls literally cannibalize the boys. They eat them alive. So nature's scary. Nature doesn't pick sides. I wouldn't say nature is pro-feminism. And I wouldn't say nature is pro-meninism either. It doesn't pick a side. But things worked out the way they did right now. This is sort of a man's world a little bit, right? A lot of the world leaders are men. A lot of men are CEOs. Not all of them, but it seems like a lot. And so that's the way it worked out. The men are bigger than the girls in our mammalian society. And we often want to sort of tinker with the way nature is. We want to sort of reverse it or say, hey, I don't want this. I aspire to be different. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But also you can kind of become unnatural a little bit. Look at that Hello Kitty card. And you got some extra cards. All right. That was that extra one I popped in there. All right. But yeah, nature, this happens all the time, like the big spider and then the little male spider. And then after they're done mating, the girl wraps the boy up in a spider web and consumes him. Crazy, right? Nature's scary. Luckily, we're not spiders, though. We are. Okay, let's grab your bag. Ugh. We can't let AOC be president. We must only have manly men. Yeah. Here we are. Okay. All right. Yeah, what the hell? Not in my country. Okay. Very nice. Let's see what you guys are talking about. on the play side. They decided mental health isn't a priority. Nothing will change for the better at this rate. I just feel that people were more integrated and socially close to each other in the past. You ever watch like old movies, old TV shows, the way people seemed more physical? I think that one of the reasons we're so separated is because of technology, but also it's just sort of like, I don't know, it's like opinions and perspectives. It's like a religiosity thing, like to just stay away from each other and not be like wholesome in any kind of ways. Like, ooh, don't touch me. Like people are having less sex. What's that all about? Isn't sex supposed to be nice? No, don't touch me. Don't come near me. It's like, all right. So what do we have here? We got a Suicune, a Bowser, and a Ganondorf. Cool. These are some nice looking slabs. All slabs October. Okay. Take a picture of that. Did you make those cards, or are they officially from Nintendo? These are official Nintendo cards. These are official Nintendo cards. Take a close look. 2011 Nintendo Zelda. That's official Nintendo. And I got them graded for you, so they're graded 10, ready to go. You just didn't know about them. Now you know about them because I brought attention to them. So I'm very good at that. This is also a Nintendo card. It even says it right there, Nintendo Creatures Game Freak. So there it is. This is official Nintendo product. Very nice. Nandini, what's up, Nandini? The men that I know won't take their health into their own hands. Two in particular blame everyone else, calling women manipulative and all sorts. It definitely goes both ways. You know, they probably need their father, to be honest, Penny. Like, what, as a woman, what can you do for them? You can't do much for them. Because if you go over to a man and you like smack him on the backside of the head, he's not going to respect that. He might get violent. He might be like, oh, no, you didn't. But if his father comes up to him and smacks him on the back of the head and says, bro, go take a shower, you stinky ass stinky buns. He might actually be like, ooh, my dad's really unimpressed with what I'm doing. He might actually want to go change. But it requires a father to do that. And yeah, so they might be lacking that. Who knows? They might be lacking. Grabbing this. Okay. These were some donated holographics. I'm going to move them off into a box now so we can clean up the area around here. My bad, I used Buff and Upin for skins in China. Wow, where did they sell them? I don't know. Probably in Japan. 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I'm allergic to showers. Oh, no, bro. There you go. But anyways, yeah, so, you know, having a dad who will be embarrassed by you or has, like, high expectations from you, like he expects a lot, I think that that's a very good thing for a guy to have. And I think you find a lot of guys out there who either have a very poor relationship with their father or they don't have a father at all. No father at all. They have no father, and they have no father figure. They don't have like an older brother figure, none of those things. And I think that is probably terrible for them. Okay, where else can I put this? So we still got this baggie left over. Oh, brother, this guy's smelly. Sometimes I don't brush my teeth. I know the feeling. Funny to hear women say true stuff. At this point, I can't do anything. One of them is my brother and has threatened to kill me, so I no longer have contact with them. Yeah. Yeah, that's nuts, man. You know, you will find a lot of people relate to that, Petty, because there's a lot of family problems out there. It's a lot of family problems. You're not alone. Very common. All right, let's see. I know somebody, I won't say who, but I know somebody in my life who has lost all their teeth, literally lost all their teeth. And I've offered to pay for dental for that person because I'm trying to help that person. And that person just gets really offended when I say, hey, man, you can't have your teeth like that. You got to get it. And that person is only like 30, 35 maybe, I don't know. But I offer to help and just won't do it. I don't know, scared of dentists or something. I don't know. You can't make them do it. They're like, Something like the government or their dad has to do it. Somebody with authority. Authority that they're scared of. If it comes from a girl, they probably won't respect it. They'll be like, All right, guys, it is 4 a.m. in the morning. How's it going, everybody? You want to see the breaks? Welcome to our late night stream, The Breaks. Mega Evolution Booster Box break. This is a really great break. This one's really good. $40 chance for the whole Mega Evolutions booster box. I believe they're coming in Tuesday, which is today. So if they don't, they'll come in Wednesday, but I believe they're coming in Tuesday. And these are still going up in price. So this is actually underpriced at 11 spots. Okay. The 151 surprise case break. Man, we got to finish this, guys. It's $200 to jump in here. $200, 151 surprise case break. Okay. Me, the Cardconomist. Here is the, oh, is this? No, this isn't over. We're still in September. Challenge rolls. We got to update that. 100K. I don't remember this. What is this? I'm going to toss it. Okay, I don't know what that was, but I wrote it at some point, huh? Mega Sublist. Oh, yeah, for the Gengar. That's the Mega Sublist Gengar. Worth about $3,300. This is now 3 spots deep. It's a pretty impressive break. That's the Sublist. Gives you a chance to get in there. The Ancient Origins box break. Oh, baby, if you've got money, I've got breaks. We got all the cool breaks. And if you really like these sets, you got to climb into them, you know, because otherwise they'll never go off. Don't wait for the last second. Help everybody out. Cody says, I wish I could get help with my teeth. So, yeah, I know a person in real life who badly needs help with their teeth. And you cannot talk them into getting help. I swear they've got like 6 or 7 teeth left. That's it. And they must be deathly socially afraid of the dentist. It's really bad. And you can't talk them into getting the help. And I've offered to pay, and they won't take the money, and they won't go. And I see that kind of stuff, and I think, you know, it's just kind of how society is, you know? It's just kind of how it is. It's like so many things in society, isn't it? You know, like there's people who have very terrible drug addiction, and then you say, hey, why don't we get you housed? Why don't we get you getting off of that drug addiction and back into the society? And they're like, I'm never letting go of this drug. That's the whole idea, isn't it? That's what drug addiction is. They don't want help. You have to force the help on them. That's all there is. Otherwise, they're always going to choose the drug. That's why they got to the point where they're homeless on drugs. That's the whole point. And so you have to tell them they have to receive help. But there's so many varieties of that exact issue, like this person who needs help with their teeth, and you just cannot force them to accept the help. I've got money to help them, and they won't accept it. Yeah, I've got money to help them. They won't do it. Really sad. Are you planning to hold on to some Phantasmal Flame cases when they drop? It's a good set, but it might be heavily overpriced. So I don't know. I think it'll be very overpriced. You know, at any point, you could buy up anything. So why Phantasmal Flames? Why not 151 Surprise Gengar? It's got a Gengar in it, a really good Gengar in it. So, you know, there's always something to buy, Mr. CS-Man, and trying to predict what's going to do the very, very best, it's certainly difficult to do. Hey, let's hand this free slab out now. Did you guys type in free into the chat? If you did, you're going to have a shot for this slab. But actually, let's go ahead and make this giveaway just for the people who are still here. You ready? We're going to hit reset entries. All right, there we go. Do you think I pre-order a case? I'm just worried it could be East. It could be East. I don't know what East means. If it makes you feel any better, Mr. CS-Man, I have 0 pre-orders of Phantasmal Flames. Yeah, you can do anything you want, man. FOMO is a powerful thing. I just moved $15,000 around to buy something, but I won't say what. But it's not Phantasmal Flames, I'll tell you that. All right, let's see. All right. Free. Whoever you're talking about, I know firsthand how bad it can be. After works out for whoever, yeah, I hope so too, but I already know it won't. Yeah. I've experienced a lot of things in life. I've met a lot of crazy people. I suppose you're supposed to have experienced a lot in life, aren't you? By the time you're 36, you're supposed to have met a lot of people. But I think especially I meet tons of people through this particular work. Just lots and lots of people. Please leak. I have some money and I want to get something sealed to invest in. What are you talking about? What you mean about the thing I'm about to buy? No. You wouldn't even guess what it was anyways. But so you wouldn't guess what it is. And it's not going to be like Pokemon, you know, Pokemon Go cases or something. All right, so click. We've got Rain Brian. Ready, Rain Brian? Rain Brian, thanks for hanging out. You're like a new guy, but I'm seeing you kind of consistently. Now, I've learned my lesson about talking about the thing you're about to buy. I've learned my lesson. You end up just competing. What's the 151 case break? Ah, the case break. It's a whole case of 151 surprise, and we're not going to open it until the whole case sells. It's a really expensive case. Gives you a chance for the Pikachu Gengar, a highly sought-after Chinese exclusive. So it's really cool. All right. So, who gets this cute little slab? Let's find out who it is. Landing on 1. That's Edward. Edward Cornelio gets it. Ah, that's so nice. Is he here? I don't think he's here. Vincent Montalban. What's up, Vincent? How's it going, man? Nice to meet you, Vincent. Edward Cornelio. Now look at that, guys. Isn't that nice? Me too. I'm new. Will you sell me that box of Halo for 40 bucks? The box of Halo? Do you mean like an empty box? What are you talking about? The box of Halo? Are you referring to an empty booster box? Look at that. Ooh. Hoo-hoo. Okay. All that Halo Bolt is what he's talking about. All that Halo Bolt. Now I'm more confused. Ivan says hollow. Let me toss this over here. Did I have a Halo card? I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm very confused. Here we go. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Hollow. Oh, the box of Yu-Gi-Oh! Hollows for 40 bucks. I think I'm supposed to put those in the junk packs. Or something. You want all those Yu-Gi-Oh! Hollows. I mean, I don't even recommend it. They're not really worth anything. I need to do more research before I buy anything. I feel so lost. CS-Man, what if you could do like a $40 consultation on what to buy? Wouldn't that be funny? Dude, I could easily write a book on how to buy cards in a satisfying way, because I've been buying cards for myself for like 6 years now, and I have like this really, really good memory of what I really was happy to have purchased. Now, what is this? Roku television is charging me 17 bucks. For what? What could it be charging me for? It doesn't even say what it's charging me for. It just says, oh no, wait, here it is. For Warner Media. What does that mean? Warner Media. I have to ask Cares what that is. Warner Media. I guarantee you we don't use Warner Media. What does that even mean? All right. Is the Hello Kitty sold? Hey, what's up, Jug Walker? There is a really special Hello Kitty card up on the table. This one right here. This is SSP Hello Kitty. SSP Hello Kitty. I think I paid a lot for this, didn't I? It's just collecting. That's why it's not value, mister. Oh, I see. So let me jump over here. And over here. And over here. And we're going to say SSP Hello. This price on the card, $360, is really close to what I paid for the card. That is just about what I paid for it. Here it is. Probably HBO. Maybe. She's buying PVV on the gosh darn TV again. Bro, I'm cooked. I'm like a few steps behind. I would do that, Mr. Ha. I need to study more, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't fall behind on your studies. My girlfriend loves Hello Kitty. I never liked it, but I've grown to. There's no shame in that. So we've got this Hello Kitty card. We also have this $40 Black Label break. For $40, you will have a 1 in 6 odds of pulling this Black Label. Not bad. So that's an option. But did you know we actually have plenty of for sale Hello Kitty slabs that are not on the table, but they could be on the table. Let me show you. Where am I storing them? Am I storing them here? I'm storing them here. Here they are. Some Hello Kitties. So these are some cheaper Hello Kitties. We got 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a nice Black Label. 4, 5, 6. Got some nice Hello Kitties for you Hello Kitty buyers. This is a 2-sided Hello Kitty. See, 1, 2. So that one's rare. Guys. So we've always got some Hello Kitty slabs for sale. Did you guys know I've sold tons of these now, right? I've been steadily selling Hello Kitty slabs. Doesn't look like it, but every now and then, 1 or 2 of them sell, and it all adds up over time. That's why I never ignore markets. I never go, oh, Pokemon only. I never do that. No way. Here's an Anthony Kalura Farewell Team Rocket, 8.5. Takes a lot of money to wrap your money up into something, but one day when it's all sold, you go, oh, okay, that did well. But you have to be willing to take that risk, and that risk could go wrong, too. It could go wrong. Okay, let's see. I meant studying Pokemon. That's why I would do the consultation fee. All right, I'm going to write The Secret. It's going to be called Pokemon Cards The Secret. That's my book. There you go. Guess that's kind of what a book is in a way. It's like a consultation that anyone can download. See, it's been going to be the next Professor Oak. Do you still enjoy the hobby? If I'm coming across nosy, let me know. If no, I understand. If you really want them, I'll do it, okay? If you really want them, I'll do it. You want a box of those hollows, I'll do it. Okay, so this is going to say, it was at what, 69? Let's make it 60. We're going to make this 60 and watch it still not sell. So this card features, Lugia is actually in this one. Team Rocket holding onto the tail or the leg of Lugia. Oops, there you go. So that's 60 bucks. Here is a Tammy Miltank at $49. Do you grade a lot yourself, or do you mostly buy graded? I do a mix. I do a mix. All right, let's see. PSA 10. Schmiltank. Mole Tank. 241. Let's say Miltank Poker, maybe? Well, I'm going to lower this to 45, Tammy, and then I say we don't go any lower than 45. I think 45 is plenty low. People don't want it at 45. It just means you're not showing it to the right people. That's the real problem. Okay, can't go lower than that. Now we have this Clefairy. That's an Adam Pashuis card. Mister, how close are you to 100K? Says Smoked Out Turtle. What's up, man? You coming to hang out tonight? How's it going, man? We're getting close. All right. Now, let's go take a look at that subscribe count. Are you ready? I'm scared. Hit refresh. Oh my gosh, we're at 99,097. So we're almost at 99.1. God, we're getting so close. I can feel it, dude. My YouTube peepee is throbbing. We're so close. Woo! Here's Box Topper Let's Play Jake. That did not sell. 200 is quite expensive, so I'm really not surprised with that. Okay, this is called Let's Play Jake. Yeah, there's not one for sale. So, and it's population 4. It's quite rare, right? If you don't know who printed this card, this is a prestigious Weiss Schwarz card, so it's legit. What you're looking at is a rare box topper. This is a rare box topper. 10.25. That's cool as heck. It is. It is cool as heck. We don't want to lower that one too much. I actually feel this one holds a lot of value. This one does not. This one does not. These are... It's a 9 Clefairy. And this is an 8.5. That's even worse. I mean, it would be better if it was an 8. Because I feel like those 0.5s are so frustrating. Who likes a 0.5, bro? Tammy says... He removed it because people would use it for the wrong reason. Let me see what Tammy says. There are 2 more listings with cheaper Hello Kitty slabs. What? What are you talking about? Nuh-uh. I didn't know his price had gone down. Wow, I had just repriced this. I'm gonna go put this over here. I'll put this over here and think about that. Maybe I'll just keep one. When a card gets to a certain price, I go, maybe I'll just keep it. When we get in the Circle Jerk stream. Yeah, when are we in the Circle Jerk stream? All right, what we got? Miss Samantha is here. She wants the Milk Tank slab. Oh, look at that. Look at that, Miss Tammy. We are. I'm Tammy Schlamming tonight. Tammy Low. Tammy Low. Weird question. Do you like the smell of your own farts? We all like our own... Well, that's a line from Austin Powers. We all like our own something. How does it... What's that fat bastard line? It's a quote. Our own formula? What's that line from Austin Powers where Fat Bastard says, we all like our own... ... What did he say? Okay, you ready? ChatGPT says... No, that's not right. No, this is from a different Austin Powers movie where he like farts or something and smells it. And then he says, we all like our own something, our own brand. You might have had it there, Andy Man. It's from Goldmember. Everybody likes their own brand, don't they? Oh, man. There we go. Actually, so the other day, Karis and I were joking about that subject, and we looked up why that's true. And it turned out your body can detect other people's stinkiness, and the reason it makes it smell bad is because it's warning you to stay away from it. How fascinating. Okay, Tammy, that'll be $33. And as it turns out, your own digestion system is not as dangerous for you. Oh, how interesting. Your own digestion system is not as dangerous for you. All right. So anytime you smell a bad thing, it's actually your body's way of warning you to stay away from it. Your body is telling you that is toxic and unhealthy, and it's going to cause damage, and it's going to trigger your immune system and cause inflammation and all these other things. So your brain is this really advanced sensory tool, and when it detects those molecules in the air, the dangerous molecules, it says, whoa, get away from that thing. And that's why if you go toward a dead body or like you find like a dead deer or something, the stench could make you vomit. It's that bad. That's your brain saying, oh my God, get away from this thing. It's super dangerous. Because the kind of bacteria that could be on a dead body is, obviously very dangerous for you. So it's really fascinating that it works that way. It makes you wonder how people get into poop as a fetish. How does that work? Let's see. Senior citizens have gas that will blow a roof off of a house. Scent is an indication of different bacteria. Tooting is your body telling you to get to a toilet. What was I going to say? Oh my gosh. Guys. There was this, in my feed, there was this news update on a guy who killed his own kid. Really dark, right? A man killed his own son. He's an older man, and the boy looked like he could have been like, I don't know, maybe like 7 or 8. And it was because the boy had ran into inappropriate photos of his father. So I don't know, maybe he was digging around the sock drawer or something like that, and he found these pictures. And I read what the pictures were in the news article. It was the man wearing lingerie eating poop out of a baby's diaper. Oh my God, dude. And so after this kid ran into those pictures and the dad caught him, I guess, finding those pictures, he killed the son because he couldn't handle his own shame. How insane of a story is that? That's a real story. You can look that up. That father deserves the wood chipper. It's a real story. And they had just updated. He's getting like life in prison or something. Hold on, let me look it up. Father kills son over pictures. Okay, let's see. Prosecutors say Mark Redwine killed son Dylan because of compromising photos. So that was back in 2021, but there's been an update on that. Son over compromising photos update. Okay. In high-profile case of Mark Redwine, a Colorado father who killed his son Dylan after the boy found compromising photos of him. Let's see. Oh, maybe the update was in 2021. No. Here it is. Here, the article right here. Actually, the update was last year, and maybe the story is just so shocking it's rotating around again online. Oh my God, there's even more horrible information. It occurred in 2012, so it's an old crime now. All right, anyways, I won't read any of that article because the article says even more terrible things. I'm not going to read it. Holy hell, man. Ripped a bro, yeah. Yeah, well, you know, don't go digging around your dad's sock drawer. You might find a photo of your dad in lingerie eating poop. So, I don't know, man. The kid did nothing wrong. It was the father. God, dude, can't you just be into like something normal? What the hell? But so that's a whole look. We have less viewers now. You think some people clicked off the stream after we talked about that? I bet you they did. That's too dark, isn't it? That's too dark. You can't talk about that. You cannot talk about that kind of stuff. People will leave. They'll be like, well, that's enough TCC for today. Here it is. Jesus, take the wheel. Emotional intelligence of a snail. Prison will be hell for him. The diaper thing seems to be a big fetish. Yeah, so that to me is, that's how we arrived at that conversation. Somebody asked me about, oh, do you like the smell of your own fart? And we were talking about how your body has a sensory system where your own smells don't scare it as much because it knows it's you actually, and you're not going to cause yourself terrible bacterial problems because it's your bacteria. But the smell of somebody else would be really, you know, ridiculously gross for you. So that's why I don't understand. How do you eat poop out of a baby diaper? Like, who the hell is doing that? And there's many questions to ask. Nobody should ask them, and nobody wants to know the answer to them. They're just terrible. There's no, I don't know. Like I said, some people seem to have left the stream after we started this subject. Here's Anthony Kalura, very cute. And Caleb Ibarra. We're just supposed to be showing off slabs. We're not supposed to be talking about this crap. All right. Who put us on this conversation? I blame that person. Finn and Jake, heroes of $80. To be honest, that feels like it's correctly priced. I don't think that it deserves to go lower. But let's take a look into eBay. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's pretty advanced. And, you know, I try not to judge people when it comes to what they do in the bedroom. I really, you know, like, none of my business. What do I care? But that is some strong stuff, you know, like that is, okay, this is cheaper. There is one on eBay for $70. That is some crazy strong fetish right there. Yeah. There's a lot of fetishes that most people might be like, ooh, that's awkward. But like, you know, like whatever, like it's not a big deal. That one is pretty strong. And so the father couldn't handle that level of shame. He couldn't handle it. And now that his secret was going to be exposed by his son, guess the boy's got to go. You know what I mean? Like, wow, your shame is stronger than your desire to protect your own son. That's crazy, dude. All right, what we got? Okay, Charmeleon Spectra. So we're going to say PSA Spectra, Charmeleon. Char. The problem with this Charmeleon is he's a 7, obviously. Oh, and look, we have this exact card for sale right now. It says Spectra on it. 75. There it is. It says Spectra up there, PSA 7. We have this exact card. It is $75. Okay, so we'll just update this to 75. I call up my friends to join the diaper conversation. Yeah, what is that? Here it is. We'll ask AI. Do you guys want to ask a question from AI? I ask AI all the time. So we'll say, Dear AI, are there really some people out there who have a fetish of eating like poop out of a diaper? That can't be real. All right, let's see what AI has to say, everybody. Yes, it is real, though it is rare and considered coprophilia, an atypical sexual interest involving poop. Oh my God, dude. Some people combine this with adult baby diaper lover communities. Wow. All right. That's just how it is. I mean, it's like, it's a thing, right? It's a thing. Somebody's doing it. Okay. Very nice. Updated. Second Harvest fan. Ew. There you go. All right. Very nice. Now, here is Lumpy Space Princess. She's got some nice lumps. Let's jump over here. Now you know what the human race is capable of. Oh my God, dude. Lumpy Space Princess. Woof. So there are 2 Lumpy Space Princess PSA slabs, both of which are actually $98. I don't think it's going to sell, but, you know, I could probably list this on eBay for him for $98 and see if it sells. Because if this sold for $98 on eBay, he would get at least $60 out of it anyways, right? So I don't know. But let's go ahead and update this. God has a sense of humor, huh? Ugh. There we go. Okay, that's going to say 9.5. Ah, yes, the diaper community. Oh my God, dude. All right. Lumpy Space Princess. Ready for my second shower of the day. A lot of people make a lot of money for fetishes on OF. No sex involved and no nudity. Yeah? What do you know about that? There you go. Okay, okay. There are no orders in the queue. There are. Ooh, South Park Kenny. Here's Magikarp. Here's Volcano. Tell you guys what, let's open up a fresh box of Inferno X. This is $6.50 a pack right now. Okay. Astronauts have to eat their own poop. Space station has a filter. NASA science. Really? You're lying to me. He's lying. He's not telling the truth. No way. All right, we'll take the rest of these packs from the other box, and what we'll do, we'll just shuffle them in. So we got a nice fresh box open, guys. Okay, go ahead and send in for some of these. Yes, he's lying. Space is not real. I know it! Space is not real. Therefore, how can you eat poop in your spaceship? Imagines art in this. I wonder if there's a fetish for opening packs. Oh, he opens the packs so good. Here you are. All right. Impaled South Park. Ooh. Let's see. Speaking of impaling things, let's go ahead and take a picture of this. Actually, if we take a picture of it, where would we put it? Let's put it into this temporary box. All right. So those are some South Park cards. They are pretty nice. The price is not unreasonable. All proceeds go, when you see those blue labels, that means the sale of those cards goes to somebody in our group. How nice. All right. We'll move this over here. I wouldn't be surprised them hands. What are you talking about? So here's Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. Oh, lovely. Those are priced at $205 a piece. Let's see if we can find something similar to that. So, we're going to say PSA 10, Zapdos, Stadium. Let's try Stadium. If I dress up as Pikachu and just open up packs, oh my god. Pikachu! Wow, there is actually a card, Zapdos Stadium. Let's try Zapdos Poker, maybe? So the cheapest PSA 10 Zapdos Poker is actually like 75 bucks. Let's go to sold, maybe. Ah, we have some information. This card is sold multiple times for $110. Okay, it looks like the last one sold for $115. Let's see, and then that one went for $110. But there's none listed. But now this makes me feel that $205 might be a little too high. It's Emily. Hello, Emily. How's life going? There we go. Emily's about to tell us about how she's on the straight and narrow path. She's going to school, and she's making some nice girlfriends in school, and they're just hanging out and having wholesome times in college. There you are. And she's getting a nice medical degree, and she wants to be a nurse and help people when she's older. And she's going to be rich and have a normal life. This, all right, very good. Very good. Ta-da! Pikachu. All right. Wonder if anyone dresses up as like Low Punny for Halloween. We're going to say Poker, Stadium, Moltres. Ready? Moltres. So the cheapest Moltres non-stadium is like $125, which is kind of what we saw with the Zapdos. So I think these weren't selling. Yes, here it is. This Moltres sold for $110, and then in CGC 10 it sold for $90. I believe this Moltres also should have been around $150 based on those sales. Zapdos is giving a look. F around and find out. Here we are. Okay. Ooh. It's going to say 150. 10.25. Finally got back. This net sucks it tonight. I'm sorry, man. Your internet's kind of cutting out. I don't know if I can handle my internet cutting out. I think I'd go kind of crazy. Farticuno. See, we're just talking about farts. Articuno. So, let's check sold on the Articuno. No data on the Articuno, it seems. Let me check for sale. Let's see, we're going to check ones that are for sale. Oh, here we go. We got one for sale. PSA 8, though, it's $60. That doesn't help us. Oh, here it is. Oh, nope, that's 8 as well. So 2 of them, PSA 8. So we don't have an example of the Articuno for sale. However, we do have an example of the standard 1996 Articuno. He's $125. So I just suspect that this might be too expensive. Let's make the Articuno $150. Okay. I got bullied by a guy as a woman online. He started calling my friend's name, and I stood up for them. Now she's posting me all around a server with 1,000 people. You know, you gotta get yourself away from that. You gotta get a whole new set of friends then, man. Can I give you some advice, Emily? Don't watch that stuff. Don't read it. Don't react to it. I'm sorry you're going through that, but you just got to get away from them. Yeah, I wouldn't be around them. I wouldn't be near them. There we go. So 150, 150, 150. Ready? Yeah, it's time for you to go find some new friends. That's what that sounds like. and you want to stay completely away from that group. Close your laptop, okay? You got your laptop open, and you're looking at all the stuff they're saying, and you're tippity-tap, tippity-type. Delete your Discord account or your TikTok account or wherever you guys are talking. Delete it. Close your laptop. Go get a nice job somewhere and just meet some new people. You got to get away from your internet. If you got a whole group of people being mean to you, you got to get away from your internet for sure. That's not a good thing to be in. Damn, but Emily, those are not friends. Yeah, those are not friends then. Those are people who just want to hurt you, and you just absolutely should not be hanging around them at all, because they'll never change. They'll always be that way. So you got to hang out with a new crew of people, new nice people, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and see what we got over here. Steven Gonzalez. He says 2 packs of Inferno. Hell yeah, Mr. Steven. All right, so we're in a new box of Inferno, but it's been mixed in with another box. My friends stood up for me and I stood up for them. It's just one person bullying me and my friends. Oh, I misunderstood entirely. I thought you were saying that like a group of people were bullying you. That's what I thought you said. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Never mind. It's like, how do you... Oh, yeah. Look at that. Steven Piplup. Wow, beautiful. Congrats, man. That Piplup's awesome. And then, oh, Flagon. There we go. I thought you were saying like 1,000 people were bullying you or some crap like that. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. There we go. Mr. Steven. Wow, that was 2 packs, 2 ARs. That's not bad, Steven. You got a fat bag in here, Mr. Steven. That's what your mama said. Very good. Half the entire server is on my side besides his friends. You know, Emily, I would still probably recommend that you go do something more freeing with your time. You could go listen to audiobooks or go pick up a nice job. Go make some money. You could buy something nice for yourself, you know? If you spend your time too much on Discord, Discord will waste your time and you will have less time to go do the things that matter, you know? Because Discord really, it's not like something you can turn on in the background and leave playing. It really requires you to sit there and stare at the screen and type. So, you know, sometimes I waste time on Discord and I regret it later. So I kind of try to restrict myself. There we are. All right, now we got Mr. Javier. 3 Inferno, I have a bag. Heck yeah, dude, let's get it. 3 Infernos. Okay. Come here and listen to Mr. talk about farts and diaper eating. That was one of my finest moments on the channel, the diaper eating episode. Ready? Good eats. Cold? I think Mark Wiens tried that once. That's cold. All right. Nah, that's messed up, dude. What a dark story. That was a horrible story. Wow. So those 3 packs were really cold. Oh, my gosh. Javier, let me toss you a free one, man. I felt bad about that. The other guy got 2 ARs, and you got 3 cold packs. How does that work out? Let me give you some free ones, man. I'm going to give you some of these Mario poker cards. I like these Mario poker cards. They're nice. Here's a little Fire Flower. That one's actually really nice. Look at the Cheap Cheap 3. So you could grade this Cheap Cheap 3. Very cute. Are we still on the diaper thing? No. We're definitely moved on. We're definitely moved on. What do you want to talk about? We can talk about whatever you guys want. Talk about whatever you guys want. We could talk finance. We could talk economics. We could talk bed manners. We could talk food. We could talk Jeebus. Here's Brendan McGraw. Welcome back, Brendan. One journey together and shipping. Have been shipped before, but updated my address. Okay, good. We'll get in there and make sure we use the right address. One journey together for Mr. Brandon. Here you go, Brendan. Okay. He's going scat brain again. Haha, that's pretty good. There we go. Bloop. I sent you an image of what she said to me. Do you guys want me to read this image? Let's see. Oh, you might have sent it to me in the past. I might not have seen it very well. She said really mean things. And from the looks of it, quite mean. All right, you ready? Black Belt Whale Lord. Don't let the person live rent-free in your head. Those types will never change. What about diaper eating? What have I stumbled upon? Sarah! Sarah's here. Sarah, you want to have a long conversation about this thing that happened that was really dark and included diapers? All right, Mr. Brendan with the BR. Do you like the movie X-Men? My favorite X-Men character is Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner was in an X-Men movie? Once upon a time, I watched, years and years ago, I watched the X-Men movies. The X-Men movies contained the actor who played Gandalf. It contained Hugh Jackman, who wasn't a million years old yet. Yeah, I watched the old X-Men's long time ago. After that, I never watched another X-Men movie. But they just kept making them, and kept making them, and kept making them, and they kept making them. Here's a Brandon Siska. Wow, that bag looks really expired. Here's a Brett Gilbert. That's a really expired bag, too. Okay, this bag's way too expired, right? There's a point. Okay. Brendan McGraw. Bryson. Brandon Gonzalez. Brandon Gonzalez. Brad Bettel. Brandon Lower. Okay, one more box to go. Okay, Brandon McGraw. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Welcome back, Mr. Brandon. Brandon, you took your sweet time, man. Wow, the B boxes have a lot of space in them all of a sudden. Very fascinating. There it is. Okay. Thank you so much. Chance to add another pack, outgoing pack if you want there, Brandon. One for the road. Could put a sealed one in there if you want, for when it arrives at your house. Now, you said that there's been a change to your address. That's an important detail. We're going to go ahead and get this guy all taken care of. Let's go to step number 1. Step number 1, we got to delete the old address so we never use it again. Hey, what do you guys think about being on a mailing list? Would you guys like to be on an email list? I've thought about hosting an email list where I tell people what the breaks are. What do you guys think of that? Would that be a good idea? Maybe it could be like a once a month thing or something. I don't know. All right, so Scooby Buns. You know, every now and then on YouTube, I make a video about the breaks, and it's cool and all, but I realize all I really need to do is have like an email list, and people who are actually interested can just be emailed what the current breaks are. Okay, so Mr. Brendan. So Brendan, I got your new address now. Straight from PayPal's. Oh no, stop. The software is so janky, dude. Okay. I'm gonna get some coffee. Okay. Thanks for letting us know this. Good. Very nice. Probably some V-Star and Journey together, but not for me though. There we go. Thank you, Brendan. So Brendan's on his way now. Do you guys want to see what this gentleman, Brett, left behind? So his bag's quite old. You can see it's from 8/23. And then we extended it on 4/24 for probably for free. And now it is 9/25. So this is really quite old. What did he have in here? Oh, Nothing much. Well, Pikachu's kind of gone up in value, but back then he wouldn't have been worth that much. Wow, I let this bag sit for like 100 years and it didn't even have that much in here. It's just hollows. Why did I leave this here so long? All right. Crazy. Beautiful birds. Nobody wanted the birds? What is that Espeon you were showing off earlier? He's Neo Espeon. This. All right, here's the flute. You have to understand something, CS Min, because you want to run off and buy one, right? Do you think I'm still buying him? I'm not. You know why? Because he's already changed in price. I was buying him in a time period where he was heavily underpriced. That's how I ended up with so many of them. That's not true anymore. So because that's not true, I'm not buying him anymore. See? So it's a little more complicated than just, oh, that one looks good, buy that one. Well, it turns out a lot of the Pokemon cards look good. They all look good, dude. Like, you could buy that, or you could buy some reverse holo from the Gold Star era, or you could go buy a nice PSA 10 Poker Charizard, or you could go buy, you know, some kind of nice Dragonite, legendary collection, anything. You could go buy a sealed vintage booster pack, or you could buy a case of the latest modern set. So the idea that maybe the Espeon's the thing to buy next, who knows? It's actually really hard to say. If you knew that the Espeon was about to jump in price, what you would do is you'd go buy the Espeon. You'd say, well, he's about to jump. Yeah, but I'm not buying anymore. I've already got a round of them. That's all I needed. But I bought these when they were cheap. Oh, I didn't write it down. Bought them when they were cheap. You're right. I'm cooked. I just wanted to see that card, LMAO. It's a nice looking card. Yeah, it's definitely a nice looking card. But, you know, there's a lot of nice looking cards. There really are. Just endless nice looking cards. So it's more sophisticated than just, that one looked good, me buy. I thought that you did pretty good with the Shining Celery. Like, you paid a premium on that Celebi, but he's good. Also, the Box Topper Tyranitar, I like him a lot. I think the Box Topper Tyranitar is very good. But you know, it's not that easy to pick the next big thing that's going to go up or down. It's a crazy market right now. I will say that. The market's very, very crazy. And we don't know where it ends. Okay, Brendan McGraw, thank you so much. We got his shipping done. And now we have no orders in the queue. If you guys like short wait times, we've got them right now. Short wait times. Let's see over here. Let's see. I bought this Rumble box back in 2020. Now it's 4K. I got scammed out of it. So sad. You mean like it never got delivered to you or something? Got it for 700. I hate life sometimes. Oh, that's quite poor. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. So you got scammed out of it. What does that exactly entail? Somebody tricked you? Let's see. So we grab this. That's no good. We got fresh channels. This is the October Consignment channel, everybody. The October Consignment, not Consignment, the October All Slabs channel. Someone stole it from me for a trade. I was 13 years old. Ah, I'm sorry, man. That sucks, dude. You're telling me to get a lawyer. Yeah, that sucks, dude. Someone stole it from you. That's not right. Yeah, now it's probably worth a lot of money, huh? All right, very good. Yeah, I mean, here's another fascinating concept, CS-Men. So let's say you could spend $4,000 buying product, or you could spend $4,000 getting grading done. That's another question. Like, maybe you should just grade some cards, you know? It's complicated what you should do next. It's really hard to say. My boss is asking me to punch in. Well, guys, it's almost 5. The queue is empty. What do you guys think? We wrap up or do we keep going? What do you think? What do you think? Some Charizards there, huh? Gray felt hat Pikachu. I was supposed to sell this, huh? I gotta sell that one, man. I bought that one and I haven't sold it. Keep going, mister. I like talking LMAO. I know. Why don't I share all my deepest secrets with you? You want to see something that made me a fortune, Mr. CS Man? You never see it for sale anymore. I don't think I even have it listed. So you never see anybody open it. Look at this. See this? Look at that unsuspecting red little sticker packet. Look at that red little sticker packet. Here you are. Looks like that. Merlin stickers. I'm thinking about getting another box topper. You could. Once upon a time, CS Men, I bought this years ago. They were $100 a box, and there's 100 packs in the box. So I could have sold these at $1 a pack, but they were actually selling at $8 a pack. So I suddenly jumped from $100 to $800 like overnight on these, and they just continued to sell, and that's what they sold for the whole time. They just sold the whole time. And I took a huge amount of them. I bought really a sealed case of them and then a ton of the Merlin 2s and everything. Saw a bunch of them get graded. You know, there's a cool holographic Gengar in there. There's also a, there's like a logo card in there too. You can get like a logo Charizard non-holo. But let's see, a box of Merlin, Pokemon Merlin box. Let's see what a box goes for today. Looks like even today, a box of these can go for about 600-ish. Pretty impressive that they were selling for $8 for so long. Dude, so crazy, dude. Yeah, these Merlin stickers were a big deal. That was a moment in time where no one had ever heard of the Merlin stickers. They were actually quite unheard of. And when we brought them onto the table, it was back in 2021 that this happened. I bought this back in 2021. And there was a Pokemon fever, like, probably stronger than it is right now. Because Evolving Skies had come out, and people were just going insane, dude. You're seeing artworks that were, like, the peak of Pokemon. So we bring out this interesting vintage product that no one had ever seen before. But it was a vintage product where, instead of the booster pack costing, like, $100 to $500 per pack, you could open a pack for $8. And I was like, what? And so people were just devouring these at, like, $8 a pack. Paid about $1 a pack for them. Still have many boxes of them left over. Now they're ranging about $600 just to acquire one, a full one. And so that means you could probably pretty much easily continue to sell these for $8, maybe even $9 a pack if you're lucky. But I don't even want to sell them because I recognize how good they are. So you know why these are good, right? Because they have a chance for a Gengar in them. Gengar continues to do extremely well. Not only do they have Gengar, they got Charizard. And my question for myself is, why am I even selling these? I could just grade these for the rest of my life. You still got some of those. I got a lot of them. Actually, you guys were buying so many of them that I was running shorter on them. I was like, well, maybe it's time to wrap it up. Maybe it's time to stop. Because mine come out of a sealed case. And you'd think that doesn't matter, but it does. Because when you go to get one of those boxes, all the cards in there, nice high quality stickers. They're not like nobody ever peed on them. There's no rainwater on them. They're just nice and clean. Totally gradable. You go buy a random one off the internet like eBay, you'll find the nastiest ones on eBay from time to time. Because what'll happen is, let's say somebody buys a box of the Merlin stickers and they're in terrible shape. He opens a pack or two and he realizes they're bad. Well, what is he going to do? He's going to liquidate them on eBay. And so eBay's just full of that crap. It's just full of that crap. But that was it. That was my ability to sort of sniff out something in the market that wasn't right. I'd look at it and I go, man, that's way too cheap. Why is that so cheap? And so I was just kind of like, man, I was just doing so well back then. And today, we still do very well. And Pokemon that I've been holding for years now has reached prices that are unbelievable. So now all I got to do is sell as I want to, if I want to. Or maybe we just keep hodling. I don't know. Like, where does it end? Is this the peak right now? I just don't know it. Like, should I be right now liquidating my entire collection, maybe? Like, what happens after the Pokemon 30th anniversary? You know, does it slow down? Is it really boring? Is it like a big cycle? Maybe after the anniversary, it slows down. Everything gets cheaper. Who knows? Or maybe there's like some Saudi prince. He bought EA games, and now he's buying all the Pokemon cards. We don't know. We don't know where all this money's coming from. But it's pretty remarkable to watch and a lot of fun. You can't always buy a Pokemon card that just goes to the moon, though. I think that's the interesting part. It takes a long time for it to really moon. And to find examples like that Merlin box that just jumped overnight for me, you have to have found something that no one else found. So sometimes your best purchase is the least obvious item. And it's that idea is very interesting and hard to puzzle out, you know? The thing that's about to do the best is the thing you didn't expect to do well, which is exactly why it's underpriced, because everyone's not expecting it to do well. And isn't that funny how that works? Peak during crazy times in the world is scary. How do you end up finding something like that? Tons of research. I don't know. I was insanely obsessed, and I was just researching every little thing that I could, and I ran into it, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to take a big gamble on this. And the gamble worked out. But the gamble doesn't always work out, but it did in that case. There's a nice Gengar Squirtle squad and even a Rocket one with them holding guns. Yeah, there's a lot of fun Merlin cards, actually. They're very thin little pieces of paper, but they're pretty fun. All right, guys. Well, that's a fun story for me to tell you guys about. And CS Man, I'll set up that $100 consultation. $100 consultation. I'm gonna hop off now, guys. I gotta go relax and maybe eat some ramen or something. I actually have some work to do. I have to get a tag submission kind of finished because we're at the end of September and I still need to submit 100 cards to reach the 500 card submission limit. So man, if 500's a lot, dude, it's expensive. See you later, guys. I'll see you later.